Yes, good morning, guys, to all of you. I welcome you all on this wonderful platform that is BYJU'S Exam Prep. So, guys, as you know, HAL notification came 2 days before, and yesterday we have seen the strategy session for HAL, and we have seen that total 160 questions would be coming in the HAL paper, and also the exam is there between 9 to 12 September. So, guys, we are hardly having 1 month only for this exam. So that is why we are coming up directly with the mock test here. Others and Parth, good morning. So as this is the first mock test, here we will cover only technical portion. Okay, so here we will cover only technical portion, 100 questions. Okay. But my dear, yes, in the upcoming mock test, we will be keeping it as per the exact whatever the pattern is for the 160 question. So today we have 100 technical question where entire mechanical team will be there in front of you. Okay. So guys, whenever we are talking about, first of all, I am taking the questions on the strength of material production and also the questions on machine design. Then my dear Chandrasekhar sir will come for FM and heat and mass transfer. Then Vipin Yadav sir for thermal and for Suraj sir will be coming for tow mechanics and industrial engineering. Others, okay. Sir, there is nothing about HAL aeronautical. Dear, this session is for mechanical students. Okay. So we are going to cover, as this channel is related to mechanical, civil and XC. So we are going to cover here for the mechanical. So this will be helpful if you are going for design training or management training for mechanical post. So it would be helpful for mechanical post and also PAI, production and industrial post. These two branches will get benefit of that. Although aeronautical syllabus is also having some subjects from mechanical, but not the complete syllabus is like that. Okay. So here we are starting the session, my dear. And before we go further, there are some 3 to 4 important things I want to tell you. Okay. Yes, part 100 to 110 is going to be safe. 100 is the previous year's cutoff. So 105 to 110 I said you as a safe score. So my dear, a topper's blueprint for gate 24. This is the workshop will be taken by me and Rakesh Taneja sir, and it will be on 8th of August at 7:30 p.m. So if you are preparing for gate 24, this can be a life-changing workshop for you. And guys, then if you want to appear for scholarship test on 6th of August, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., any slot you can go for it. And guys, you can get up to 90% scholarship. If you want the PDF of all the session, all the information, all the things related to notification, also if you want to have some practice problems, some doubt resolution, you can join my Telegram channel Mechanical by Dheeraj Sardana. And guys, after that, one more, on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app, we are coming up with the civil versus mechanical war. And you know, every year we are going for this war where toppers are getting the prizes. And guys, we will be starting it from the 5th of August. Means tomorrow we are starting it. The timing of the app will be 5 p.m. So you guys can attend it. And the subject we have chosen is soap, which is common for both the branches. So guys, app free series would be there by Abhinav sir and me. 4 winners would be getting the prizes. Attendance should be more than 50%, and session duration will be 40 minutes. This is the schedule I will share in my Telegram channel. So guys, MSQ series will be starting on this channel from 7th of August. Be ready for that as well. And EST PYQ series, where we will cover these 3 years PYQ, will be starting from 18th of August. So I already have told you the series of this month. Okay. So guys, now we are moving further with the questions without wasting the time. Do like and share the session with your friends. Okay. So that they can also get advantage. Because just after the notification, we are the first one who come up with the mock test directly. Okay. And guys, I am also going to share some practice sets of 160 question on my Telegram channel also. So it is a sincere request to all of you. Those who have not joined the Telegram channel, do join it. I will be sharing the entire 160 question paper to you for the practice with solution. So be ready for that. Today only I am going to share that. So this is the first question. The ultimate tensile strength and yield strength of most of the metals when temperature falls from 0 to minus 150 degrees Celsius. Is it going to increase, decrease, remain same, and first increase then decrease? Parth have said the answer to be A. Okay, Parth. What about others? Parth is saying the answer is A. What about others? Tell me, guys. Tell me the answer of this. Yes. Everybody. Okay, so Naruto also said A, and I would like to tell you, yes, answer is going to be A. Because when you are going to go for 0 to minus 150 degrees Celsius, you are going for cooling. Okay, so that will definitely going to increase, my dear, the ultimate tensile strength of the material. Rohit, good morning. So guys, the answer is A for this question. And now we are moving to the second question. This is also from the material science production. This is from material science production. And this question says that true sight is obtained when quenching the steel during transformation. A fully hardened steel is finally drawn at 677 degrees Celsius. Steel is rapidly quenched in the oil. When alloy steels are rapidly quenched in the water, when you will get the true sight structure. Yes, Rohit, Naruto, Parth, Adarsh, Sarath, what do you feel? What will be the answer? And guys, there is no problem. You need to learn the things. So I am coming up with some of the questions which you not be knowing, which you do not be knowing. So that will help you now, because you will learn something new. So guys, when you say about this, Adarsh is saying the answer to be B. Parth is saying there is no idea. Okay, I am telling you guys, you get the true sight when we are going to quench the steel during the transformation. Okay, because we have already studied that whenever we are going for the steel operations of annealing, then my dear, annealing do not give us true sight. Annealing is going to give the clear light, either coarse clear light or fine clear light. This will give you the clear light. Okay. Then my dear, whenever we are talking about normalizing. Okay, I will annealing give coarse clear light, this give fine clear light. And then we have hardening. So when we are talking about hardening by quenching, this will give us Martin sign. So guys, this everybody remember generally. So I wanted to add one point to your knowledge, that whenever they ask about true sight, that you will get during the transformation when you go for triple T diagram. So A is going to be the right answer for this. I know there are many confusion for this. That's why I have told you, because you can expect one question from here. This session is going to give you a great idea about the exam. So I have added the question from production, from strength of material, from machine design. Okay. So all the subjects would be covered in today's session. Okay. And guys, in my Telegram channel, I will be sharing you a mock test with solution that will help you for practice. Very good. So induction hardening is the process of hardening the core, uniform hardening, selective hardening, or hardening the surface and wear resistance. Naruto, Adarsh, and Parth have said the answer to be D. Rohit, what do you feel? What should be the answer for this? This is easy question from heat treatment. So whenever we are talking about, okay, Abhi and Sarath also said D, and yes, the answer is D. So guys, whenever we are talking about, like, this is the product, then my dear, inside part is said to be core, and this part is said to be surface. So whenever we are talking about the induction hardening, it is a surface hardening process. So if it is a surface hardening process, obviously it is going to harden the surface. So my dear, the exam like HAL, they do not have any specific rule. They can ask the question from any area of the GATE syllabus. You need to follow the GATE syllabus for HAL. It is mentioned in the frequently asked question of the HAL. I will today also record a session of 5 minutes where I will be clearing all your doubts related to HAL. Like you may be having the doubt that how the exam is asked, what are the books you can follow for this HAL paper. You also would be having doubt in design training and management training. All these questions I will be answering in a session which will be available in the recorded videos today evening 6 p.m. Okay. So guys, whenever we are talking about this question, D is the correct answer. So I feel you know about this. The next question is related to which one is not the purpose of heat treatment of steel. Out of this, which one is not the purpose of heat treatment? Ram Babu, the question level is similar to the GATE 1 mark question or engineering services question. Because my dear, you are going to solve 160 question in 150 minutes. Because of that, the level of question will be very easy, not very difficult. Some data remembering type of questions will also be there. Okay, so that is why I am taking care of those questions as well. Because technically you are prepared. You need to work majorly on the weak areas. Very good. So some of you have given the answer like Parth, Sarath, Ajay, Naruto, and Vinay is saying the answer to be B for this. So my dear, if you see changing the composition of steel on the surface, changing the composition of steel on the surface, then changing the percentage of carbon and silicon in the bulk, increasing or decreasing the grain size, removing undesirable residual stress. So guys, this removing undesirable residual stress we are going to do in the annealing. So this is the purpose of annealing. So that is why that option is going to be wrong. Increasing or decreasing the grain size, this happens in all the heat treatment processes. So that is why this is also wrong. Changing the composition of steel on the surface, this also happens in carburizing. In carburizing, which is a surface hardening technique. It also happened in nitriding. So that is why A is also going to be the wrong option. So correct is B. Because we are not going to change the percentage of carbon. Otherwise, the low carbon steel will convert into medium to high carbon steel. That thing is not done in the heat treatment. That is done in the effect of alloying element. So that is why B is correct answer for this. Moving to fifth question. A cold chisel. A cold chisel. So HAL do not follow very hard and fast rule. Sometimes more questions from production, sometimes more questions from strength of material, sometimes more questions from fluid mechanics. So that is why don't worry about the number of questions from the subject. You need to prepare all the subjects in nice manner. Okay? Yes, what would be the answer? Vinay is saying C is the answer. A cold chisel. So my dear, you must be knowing that cold chisel is used for the woodwork. Cold chisel is majorly used for the woodwork. And for machining the wood, the first of all, we were having all the tools of high carbon steel. Okay, so for woodwork, we were using high carbon steel. Nowadays, we are using high speed steel. So the answer for this question will be high carbon steel. So guys, these questions will help you because here you are not aware about the correct answer. You will learn it so that if you appear in the exam, these questions you will be able to answer very nicely. Because HAL is taking the previous year's question also from the exam like ISRO, DRDO, BAR. Okay, so that is also going to be useful for you. So moving further, guys, this is from the strength of material. This question says the body which is permanently deformed is said to have undergone elastic deformation, limit of elastic deformation, plastic deformation, uniform deformation. This was there in the last year paper. This is the question from last year paper. This is the question from last year paper. Very good. Sandeep Reddy is saying C, Parth is saying C, Vinay C, Ajay C, Shekhar Sharma is also saying C, Mani is also saying C. Answer is correct. You know, permanent deformation means plastic deformation. Once again, the question is from defects. This is from the crystal defects, from the material science. The defect responsible for phenomena of slip, by which most metal deform plastically, is known as. So guys, this is question number 7. I will be taking 28 questions. Then Chandra sir would be coming. Very good guys. So students are saying the answer for this question as C. And yes, the answer is C. It is correct. You know that whenever we are talking about the defects, when we are talking about the point defect, in the point defect we are having what? We are having vacancy. We are having the Schottky defect. We are having the self-interstitial C. We are having the Frankel defect. we are having the impurity defect, and majorly the slip is going because of the dislocation, which is the linear defect. There are two types of dislocation: edge dislocation and screw dislocation, and these are the major reason for the slip in the material. So guys, the answer for this would be C. Moving to the 8th question. Very good, Abhi. This is the question number 8. Okay. This question is saying for traction application, the type of motor best suited is. For the traction application, question number 8. This is out of the box question, but 1 to 2 questions are there in HAL like this, because I have seen the last year paper. So this type of questions are coming 1 to 2 in number. That's why I also kept one question. Okay, like that. So Naruto have given the right answer. For the traction application, we use DC series motor. Answer is correct. Answer is correct. DC series motor is used for that. So guys, as last year's these questions are asked, so we need to take care of that. But 1 to 2 only these types of questions are there. Now we are moving to the next question once again from the strength of material, from the properties. On loading a ductile material in excess of a certain value, gradual increase in the elongation occurs with the time. Such phenomena is known as. So it is, they are asking about on loading the ductile material. They are saying elongation increases gradually. So what would be the answer for this? This is from the property. Veera is saying A, Naruto A, Parth A. What about others? So guys, do like and share the session. The answer will be creep. Because you know, whenever we are going to have a workpiece, and my dear, this is going to be, let us say, some load is acting on this, and because of the load, the deformation is going to be the elastic, but with the time, elastic deformation is going to convert into plastic. So with the time, elastic deformation will be converting into plastic. Guys, my voice is coming properly. I forget to use the mic. Sorry for that. My voice is coming properly. I forget to use the mic. Sorry for that. So the answer for this will be A. Creep is going to be the right answer for this question. Moving to the question number 10, guys. This is from metal cutting. This is from metal cutting. Shaper and planer. Shaper and planer. Solve this question. This is question number 10. We need to find the machining time. We need to find the machining time. So machining time you need to find L into 1 plus lambda. This is the formula for this. And you know, they have given the clearance, they have given the feed rate, they have given the lambda as 1 by 2. Okay. Length will be, they are saying that the plate is fixed 700 mm side along the direction of tool travel. So it is 700 plus 25 plus 25. Approach and over travel. Okay. So guys, you know that width is 300. Feed rate is 0.3 mm per stroke. Velocity is 9 meter per minute. You need answer in minutes, solve it and get the answer. I have given you all the datas. I have given you all the datas. Question number 10 it is. From production it is. Solve this question. We have all the types of questions. Some calculations, some theory based on the level of paper of HAL. So this paper is made manually by me. So guys, obviously it should help you. And one more paper I will be sharing today only with you guys for the practice purpose. That will be having the answers and it have 160 questions. You will be able to practice general awareness, aptitude, reasoning and English also. So just like and share the session, guys. We are doing so much hard work for you. Sarath is saying answer is B. And yes, the answer of Sarath is correct. Because when you will be finding out the machining time, you will be keeping the value of 750 mm for the length. Then my dear, you will say 1.05 and width is 300. Then we will be keeping velocity as 9 meter per minute. So 9 meter means 9000 mm per minute. Into the feed rate is 0.3. So the answer will be coming out to be 12.5 minutes. B is the right answer, guys. Moving further to the 11th question. This is from metrology. This question also have been asked in ISRO. This is asked in ISRO. This is asked in DRDO. This is also asked in HAL. This is also asked in HPCL. So this is the pet question for PSUs and research organization. No parts, they are not. That's why very few questions are there for the numerical types. Very few questions. Okay. So very few questions are there in the numerical format. It is like engineering services exam. What will be the answer of least count, guys? It is main scale reading divided by. We have done this question previously also at the time of ISRO PYQs. Everybody remember? We will be saying the number of divisions. So answer will be 0.5 divided by 24. What will be the answer? 0.5 divided by 24. 0.5 divided by 24. Are we getting 0.02 mm? Now add this to your notes because this is asked in all these papers. Add this question to your notes because this is asked in all these papers. Got it? आ गया भाई सारथ, पार्थ, अजय, संदीप, अभी, मनी, विनय, नरूटो. Moving to question number 12. This is machine design. Machine design question. Question number 12. The failure occurs of a point in the member when the maximum shear stress in a biaxial stress system reaches the shear stress at elastic limit. In the simple tension test, this is according to which theory? This is according to which theory of failure, my dear? This is according to which theory of failure? Very good. Sarath and Vinay answered. What about others? Naruto, Parth, Mani. The answer is going to be B. So the name of the theory is maximum shear stress theory. It was given by Guest and Tresca. I told you, you can have the name with Tresca theory or Guest theory. The answer is B for this. Very good, guys. बहुत ही बढ़िया. Yes, Ram Babu Nayak. Very good. Moving to question number 13. This is from machine design. They are asking the function of washer. They are asking you the function of washer. Tell me that. No, it is not lamps. It is not lamps. They are asking you about the washer. Washer is used generally to avoid leakages in the sanitary items. And also it is going to uniform pressure. It is going to distribute the pressure uniformly by providing bearing area. By providing bearing area. So the answer for this is D. It is going to provide the bearing area. Okay, because bearing area will be helping the distribution of pressure. So answer for this will be D, not A. Is it clear for everyone? The answer for this is D. Why we will filling the axial gap by that? Axial gap do not require to be filled. If you have this as bolt, then my dear, if you are going to have the plate like this, plate 1, plate 2, you can have the nut here. Why for axial gap filling is required? So guys, we are putting it, washer is there, washer is there. These are the plates. Okay, then we are applying the washer for the uniform distribution of pressure, and then nut is there. So washer is provided for uniform distribution of pressure. And now we are moving to the machine design gears. This is machine design gears. There we study surface endurance limit of gear material depends on. What would be the answer, guys? What would be the answer for this question? Surface, dear, you are doing mistake here. Look, there are two things. One is wear strength. If you see the wear strength, yes, it is the function of surface endurance strength. It is a function of Young's modulus. It is the function of the strength. Okay, so this is the function of all. But this sigma E, what about this? This sigma E, my dear, is nothing but the surface endurance strength. So surface endurance strength will be a function of only the surface hardness. So the answer for this is A. I feel you are giving the answer for wear strength, because in the formula of wear strength we have all these things. Am I correct? You have given the answer by taking care of wear strength formula, which is having in the formula sigma E, strength, all the things. So the answer for this is not going to be D, but A will be the right answer. So wonderful, guys. You guys are trying very hard. Moving to the question number 15, guys. This is also from machine design. So guys, I feel this is from the reverted joint. Everybody can answer this question very easily. So guys, as I say, do join my Telegram channel if you want the complete paper for mock test of HAL with 160 questions. I'll provide you. So very good, guys, very good. You know, double strap butt joint. My dear, whenever we are going to have two plates joined in the butt joint, we are using the strap plates like this. If you have this as rivet or bolt, then you know when the forces will be applied, then my dear, these rivets or bolt will be getting fail, shear failure from here and here. So because of that, we call it as the case of double shear. So that's why the answer is B. Is it clear? Moving to the 16 questions. बहुत बढ़िया, guys. Moving to question number 16th, guys. Moving to question number 16th. Rivets are made by soft material, hard material, ductile material, brittle material. Rivets are made by. I am having, this is 16 question, total 100 questions. I will be taking 28 questions for 3 subjects. Answer is going to be ductile material, guys, because whenever you are using the rivet, this is a plate. This is a plate. So whenever you will be making a hole and here you are going to put the rivet like this. So many times when you will be applying the forces like this, then there will be tension in the rivet. If you will go for the hard or brittle material, it will fracture. So obviously any component which is used in mechanical application, we want it to have the ductile property, so that before fracture or failure we get an idea. Ductile materials tells before failure that they are about to fail. Brittle material do not give any prior information. That is why always ductile materials would be preferred for the application of rivets. I feel everybody got it. Moving to question number 17, and here this is also from the machine design. The purpose of providing multiple collars on a flat collar bearing. This is from machine design bearing. Yes, what would be the answer for this question number 17? Increase the friction resistance, establish self-sustaining bearing condition, distribute frictional load because of limiting friction, distribute axial load because of limiting bearing pressure on the collar. What would be the answer for this question? Okay, Naruto said D, Vinay said D, Mani said D, and yes, guys, all of you are correct in this. D is the right answer. It is helping us to distribute the axial load because of limiting bearing pressure. Because we have the pressure induced should be less than or equals to P permissible. So because of that, the total we are going to divide. So okay, this is P induced will be P permissible. So it is going to be W by N times of area. So why we are going to make it divided by N? Because N number of collars are there. Okay. So guys, moving to 18 question. I am going slightly faster because in exam also you have less time. 150 minutes, 160 question. We need to move fast. Okay. So next question is the angle of dwell of the cam is defined as the angle during which of the follower returns to the initial position. Rotation of cam for defined displacement of follower through which the cam rotates during the period in which the follower remains the highest position. Moved by the cam from the instant of the follower begins to rise till it reaches to the highest position. What would be the correct answer for question number 18? So I feel Vinay said C, Naruto said C, Mani said C, Parth, Sarath. What are your answers? Parth, Sarath, what are your answers? Very good, Ajay. C is the correct answer. Dwell angle is the angle for which cam is rotating, follower is not moving. C is the right answer. Moving further for question number 19. This question also a repeated question from ISRO, DRDO and HAL. Repeated question it is. So this is for the purpose of laboratory and workshop. Which standards are used? I told you that research organizations are going to use the primary standards. Industries are using secondary standards. Workshop, lab, they are using tertiary standards. So the answer for this is going to be C. So we are using the tertiary standards. I told you that in detail when I taught you calibration, if you remember. Moving to the question number 20th from once again. For achieving specific surface finish in single point turning, the most important factor to be controlled is. This is a very easy question from metal cutting. Question number 20th. 8 more questions from my side. Then Chandra Shekhar sir will come for the fluid mechanics and heat transfer part. Some are saying A, some are saying B, some are saying C. Dear, you forget the maximum surface roughness is given as F square upon 8R, or it is given as F by 10 CS plus cot C. So in both the formulas, the common thing is feed. So feed is the most important factor for surface roughness. C is going to be the right answer. Is it clear? Yes, Pawan Kumar Reddy, C is the right answer. Moving to question number 21. Moving to question number 21. Yes, it is interchangeability can be achieved by standardization, by better process planning, simplification, or better product planning. Vinay is saying A would be the answer. What about others? Naruto is saying A. Mani is saying A. What about others? What about others? What about others? So answer is A. Correct. Because interchangeability means we can use the same part for all the products. Like if every mobile will be using one charger, my dear, it will be standardized. Every company will be giving the same charger. Now the problem is, if I am staying at some place, I forget to take my charger. Then maybe all other people have Apple mobile. Their charger will not be fit into my mobile, because my mobile is, let us say, using C-type charger. So that is when we are talking about the standardization. We are making it viable for one product to be used everywhere. So that is standardization. Now we are coming on to the strength of material questions. Couple M is applied at C. A simply supported beam AB, the maximum shear on AC will be. So maximum shear on AC will be. Yes. You need to tell the maximum value of shear force. It is very easy. Find out the support reaction. Support reaction, when you will find out, your task will be over. It is the easy question. Do not require any calculator, my dear. Do not require any calculator. I have 6 more questions for you. 6 more questions for you. Yes, guys. Tell me. So guys, do you want more mock tests like that? Do you want more mock tests like that? Shall we go once in a week? for mock test, and one mock test I will provide you on my Telegram channel. So one mock test on YouTube, one mock test on my Telegram channel. Will it be okay for everyone? Yes, Rahul. Actually, here options should be there as M by 2, M by 3, M by 4. So if you see the answer for this question, my dear, this moment is acting like this. So here this will be M by L, M by 3. This will be minus M by 3. So in that case, you can say if you take a section for AC, to the left hand side we have only one shear force, that is M by 3. So answer is going to be C for this. Yes, very good, Ajay. Moving for 23. So here AB is hinge supported. It is hinge supported. Okay, you need to tell about the magnitude of shear force at section XX. Once again, if you find out the support reaction, your task will be done. Very easy question it is. But these types of questions are coming in the paper, guys. So guys, just after notification, you cannot imagine what kind of hard work your mechanical team is doing for you guys here. Because you just imagine, the day before yesterday notification came. Yesterday 11 p.m. we have taken the strategy session. Just 1 hour before I was taking the class, and at that time we planned for the paper. So you can imagine when we have made the paper, when we have solved the paper, because without solving we cannot come in front of you. So you also must appreciate this. What is your appreciation? By coming live, by joining live, by sharing it with your friends. That is your appreciation. The answer is D for this, because this P into C is the moment. So it is very much similar question only. If you will say this is going to be PC, length is 2L. So you know both the support reaction is PC by 2L, because it is M by L, PC by 2L. So shear force to the left hand side of the section is PC by 2L. Moving to question number 24, guys. Moving to question number 24. Is there any lag, guys? बफर हो रहा है, just wait. Now is it fine, guys? Now is it fine? Question number 24, which says there are two bars of equal length, equal volume. So one having stepped diameter and other having uniform diameter. If maximum stress produced in both the bar is same, then the stored energy will be strain energy will be. Yes, tell me, guys. They are saying length is same, volume is same. You know strain energy is sigma maximum square by 2E into volume. Very good, Sarath. Very good, Ajay. Wonderful, guys. Parth. So answer will be definitely C, because my dear, when this is same, materials are same, volume is same, then strain energy will also be same. Moving to question number 25. After that, 3 more questions from my side. 3 more questions from my side. The given figure shows the shear force diagram. The shear force diagram for the beam ABCD bending moment in the portion BC. They are asking bending moment for this portion. Is it a non-zero constant? Is it 0? varies linearly from B to C, varies parabolically from B to C. What do you feel, guys? So I would like to tell you that for what case you will be getting this type of diagram. You are given the SFD like this. So I will tell you what kind of BMD we can get. Parth is saying A, and yes guys, A is correct, because this type of diagram will be coming for this case. So you are having jump here because of these two loads, jump here because of reactions, and guys, the bending moment diagram will be like this. So it is going to be non-zero constant. The answer will be A for it. Okay, and you can also find out this value of bending moment by the area of this diagram. Very good, Pejal word. You got late today. Good morning. Moving to the next question, guys. Moving to the next question, guys. This is question number 26. After this, I will take two more questions. Do like and share the session. The radius of Mohr circle is tau max. I feel everybody know the answer will be D, because here plus sign is wrong. Okay, obviously A and C are wrong, because it is given as square root of sigma xx minus sigma yy by 2 का whole square plus tau xy का whole square. Here also it will be like this. D is the right answer. Moving to 27. Second last question, guys. Second last question from my side. For the case of cylinder column of length L and flexural rigidity EI, built in at its base and free at the top, this one, what will be the formula for buckling load for this? Naruto, Mani, Pejal, Vinay, all are saying the answer to be D. Very good. D is correct answer, because you will be saying that effective length is 2L for this. So the buckling load will be pi square EI divided by LE ka square. The answer is going to be D for this. Last question from my side, guys. Last question from my side. After that, Chandra sir would be joining us. Let me call Chandra sir so that he would be ready. Okay, Chandrasekhar sir is already there in the comment section for us. So guys, the answer for this, when a beam is subjected to a transverse shear force, the shear stress in the upper fibers will be. So you know, whenever we are going to make the shear stress distribution, it is always come parabola, 0 at top, 0 at bottom. The answer will be C for this. So guys, here I am leaving the session because my questions are over. Now Chandra sir would be joining us for fluid mechanics and heat transfer, then Vipin sir for thermal sciences, then Suraj sir for tow, mechanics and industrial. So guys, this paper we are having technicals only. In the upcoming paper we will have technical plus non-technical. And also guys, you must join my Telegram channel. I will be sharing a sample paper for you guys. You can practice that. My Telegram channel is Mechanical by Dheeraj Sardana. So goodbye for this particular channel. The PDF of this also will be available there after the session. Goodbye.
Hello everyone. Can you guys hear me? कैसे हैं सब लोग? व्हाट्सएप आवाज आ रही है मेरी? सर का सेशन खत्म हुआ था कि नहीं या बीच में ही मैंने ज्वाइन कर लिया? हाय मनी, पार्थ, पेजलवर्ल्ड, नरुतो, सर को बाय बाय कहने का टाइम दिया भी है कि नहीं हमने? ऑलराइट, a very good morning all of you and a very warm welcome to you all to this beautiful session where we are discussing the very important questions for the HAL examination. कैसे हैं सब लोग? What's up? Please get yourself settled down fast and try to involve yourself as much as possible, because that is the love and affection we need from your end. That is the dedication level we want from every one of you. So मेरे पास क्वेश्चन है from the fluid mechanics and heat transfer. There are total 20 questions. धीरज सर ने कितने क्वेश्चंस करवाए हैं? I am having 15 questions actually, not 20. I am having 15 questions from the fluid mechanics and heat transfer. Hi Sarath, welcome. धीरज सर ने कितने क्वेश्चंस कराए? 30 क्वेश्चन कराए या 28? जैसा कि मैं देख रहा था धीरज सर 28 क्वेश्चंस करा के गए हैं आप लोगों को. तो नंबरिंग कैन बी ए there can be a discontinuation in the numbering, but do not worry, we will complete all the 100 question from your technical portion. Shall we start? तो मेरी जो नंबरिंग चालू होगी वो 31 क्वेश्चन से चालू होगी, but I don't think that will be a problem as far as you get the understanding, you get the questions for your examination. This is my quick introduction for those who are attending my session for the very first time. I hope everybody is aware about me. My name is Chandrasekhar, नाम तो सुना ही होगा. Mechanical engineering graduate from IIT Delhi, having more than 10 plus years of teaching experience, and you can always connect with me through the mail ID whenever you have anything to discuss. And once you join me on the Telegram, we will share the PDF of this session also to our Telegram channel. So without wasting much of your time, ये इतना time मैंने दिया है to get yourself relaxed a little bit and come back with more energy, more power to the session. Shall we start? Please make some noise, guys. Please make some noise so that we can start our session. ESC preparation के लिए भी we are coming up with the PYQ series for engineering services prelims. Previous 3-year question paper will be solved in detail. From the series will be going to be started from 18th of August, and in this month only we are having the scholarship test on 6th coming Sunday. Do not forget to register yourself for the scholarship test. The link is already there in the description section. And it is my humble request to all of you, please do not forget to like and share this session. Hi Pejalwal, good morning, welcome. Breakfast किया आप लोगों ने? Have you had your breakfast? So yes, let us start with question number 31st. Yes, every one of you, I want more and more responses to this question. Whether your answer is correct or incorrect, it hardly matters. The most important thing which matters is your participation, your involvement, your energy level. Half of the battle is already won when you are having the positive energy, you are having the dedication, confidence, and pressure handling ability. What is the answer to this question? The rate of change of pressure in a vertical direction is directly proportional to weight density. What is the weight density? Gamma, that is the density of the fluid, into G. This phenomena is related to, in case of static fluid, the variation of pressure in a vertical plane is governed by which law? Very nice. Pejalwald, Sarath, Vinay, every one of you, Pawan, Vinod, Mani. Good. Hydrostatic law. For horizontal plane, we use for horizontal plane, it is the Pascal law. In case of a horizontal plane, the pressure remains constant, and Newton's law is, in fluid mechanics, Newton's law is defined for the viscosity of the fluid. Archimedes' principle is for buoyancy. Actually, this is not the rate of change of pressure. We should not call it as a rate of change of pressure. what we should call it as pressure gradient dP by dZ is given by plus minus rho into G. That is the correct expression for hydrostatic law. What is the unit of pressure gradient? Anybody can let me know? What is the unit of pressure gradient? It is the pressure gradient. Variation of a parameter with space is known as gradient of that parameter. So dP by dZ is actually the pressure gradient. What is the unit of pressure gradient? Every one of you are welcome to answer. Unit of pressure gradient or the dimensional formula for pressure gradient. Numerator is pressure, denominator is Z. Z is the distance, vertical distance. So it is Pascal per meter, or we can call it as Newton per meter cube. Can anybody let me know? You can use the right hand side to know the unit or dimension. You can use the right hand side because LHS and RHS will have the same unit. Newton per meter cube or Pascal per meter, right? What is the dimensional formula? These type of questions are asked actually. So that is why I am covering more type of question from a single question. What is the dimensional formula for pressure gradient? I'm not asking about the pressure. My question is to find the dimensional formula for the pressure gradient. Yes, let me know quickly. After me, Vipin sir will be coming for you, and he will be completing the entire thermodynamics along with its application, and then Suraj sir will take the remaining part of the session covering his sessions like industrial engineering, mechanics and theory of machines. So stay there till the end of the session and invite others also. किसी ने बताया? Yes, whatever the dimensional formula for gamma is having a dimensional formula m1 l minus 1 t minus 2, m1 l minus 1 t minus 2, or we can call it as kg per meter square second square. That is MKS unit. Let us move to the question number 32. Let us move. Yes, Money, well done. Be quick, every one of you, and keep yourself full of energy, full of motivation. We are there to help you out in every possible way. अगर हमारा साथ आप रखेंगे, हमारे साथ हमारी गाइडेंस के बेसिस पे और अपना हार्डवर्क करते रहेंगे तो डेफिनेटली यू विल गो प्लेसेस. नोबडी कैन स्टॉप यू फ्रॉम गेटिंग द सक्सेस. व्हाट इज द आंसर टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 32? सो जनरल कंटिन्यूटी इक्वेशन इज the general continuity equation is del rho by del t plus del dot rho into velocity is equal to 0, isn't it? Or we can write it as del rho by del t plus del by del x rho into u plus del by del y rho into v plus del by del z rho into w is equal to 0. That is the general mass conservation equation in Cartesian coordinate system, which is valid for all types of fluid flow. This is valid for all types of fluid flow. But if the expression is given by this, or we can call it as del dot velocity vector is equal to 0, or we can call it as divergent of velocity vector is equal to 0. This expression will reduce to the given expression if the density is neither be a function of x nor y nor z and nor time. If density is independent of all these parameters, neither space nor time, if density remains constant, such flow is called as incompressible flow. Such flow is called as incompressible flow when the density does not change with space as well as density does not change with time. When the density is constant for the fluid flow, then the expression for continuity equation will be reduced to this expression. What is the correct answer then? No. So many students have given the incorrect answer. If the flow would have been steady, then expression would have been del dot rho v is equal to 0. For a steady flow, the expression would have been this, del dot rho into v. for compressible fluid and unsteady. This is for compressible plus unsteady. This is for compressible plus unsteady, isn't it? So B cannot be true, C cannot be true. And ideal flow, no, it is the expression, both the expressions are valid for ideal as well as real. Ideal plus real, because viscosity has nothing to do with the mass conservation. Viscosity does not play any role in the mass conservation equation. So whatever the continuity equation we are writing over here is valid for real fluids as well, is valid for the ideal fluids as well. So the above equation is only valid for the incompressible fluid, whether the flow is steady or unsteady. I hope this is clear. बताइए लोगों ने गलत आंसर किया है, so that is why I am giving you more time to understand the concept. The questions, the difficulty level of the question will be very simple, but yes, there will be twist in each and every question. Yes, you will not find very straightforward question. If you have the understanding, deep understanding of the concept, then you will find the question to be so simple that you will be able to solve them in fraction of seconds. क्या पार्थ, क्या बोलना चाह रहे हैं? D is the correct answer. It is valid for unsteady. This is this expression when the flow is incompressible. So del dot V or is equal to 0, whether the flow is steady plus unsteady. समझ में नहीं आया? Only condition for applying this equation is the flow must be incompressible. अगर incompressible flow होगा तो ये automatically 0 हो जाएगा first term. Parth, it will become 0 automatically. Question number 33. Question number 33 on your screen. Getting it? What about question number 33? Quickly. I will not waste much of your time, but understanding the concept is very, very much required. And after this mock test, please try to observe your performance. That is most important. After the mock test, observe your performance, try to find out the areas where you have committed the mistake and try to improve those areas, and promise yourself that you are not going to repeat the same mistake in your actual examination. You should learn from your mistakes. What is the answer to this one? What is the, so many students think that the flow cannot be possible from low pressure to high pressure. कितने लोगों को ऐसा लगता है? There are students, I have come across so many students who always believe that flow always takes place from high temperature to low temperature. Sorry, high pressure to low pressure. Let me clear you that the flow always takes place in the direction of decreasing total energy of the fluid. That is sum of potential energy, which is denoted by Z, then kinetic energy, which is denoted by velocity, plus pressure energy, that is denoted by pressure. So the direction in which total hydraulic energy decreases, the flow will take place. So if we talk about increasing pressure, upward flow through a uniform vertical pipe. If the vertical pipe is uniform, it means V1 is equal to V2. V1 is equal to V2, right? It will be V1 is equal to V2. So upward flow through a uniform vertical pipe. When it is upward, do you agree? It means Z increases. So the pressure will decrease. Total energy of the fluid remains constant for an ideal flow. If we talk about ideal flow, then pressure will decrease in that flow direction. A cannot be correct. Flow through a converging pipe. If we talk about the converging pipe, in converging pipe with a horizontal axis, it means Z is equal to constant. Z1 is equal to Z2. If Z1 is equal to Z2, if it is converging, then pressure will decrease and velocity will increase. Converging pipe or nozzle, it is used for increasing the velocity because pressure is decreasing in the flow direction. So B is not correct. Flow through a diverging pipe. If we talk about a diverging pipe and having a horizontal axis, Z1 is equal to Z2, if the fluid is flowing through a diverging pipe, then we can say velocity is decreasing and pressure is increasing. C is the correct answer to this one. C is the correct answer. What about D? What about D for Delhi? D क्यों गलत है? Is D incorrect or D is also correct? Yes, every one of you do let me know. B और C में तो ठीक है पेजल वर्ल्ड, D के बारे में क्या कहना है? What about D? The flow is impossible if the passage has a constant cross section. अगर क्रॉस सेक्शन कांस्टेंट होगा इसका मतलब V1 is equal to V2. If V1 is equal to V2, is there a possibility to have the flow from low pressure to high pressure? Will there be a possibility or it is impossible? Can you give me an example where it is possible when the pipe is having constant cross section? If velocity is constant cross section means velocity is constant according to mass conservation. But will it be possible or impossible? Is D correct or incorrect? बताइए. Is D incorrect or incorrect? Let me tell you, when the potential energy will decrease in the flow direction, then the pressure will increase in the flow direction, isn't it? And when do we have the decrease in potential energy? When the pipe is kept inclined position. This is 1, this is 2. When the pipe is kept in an inclined position downward, when the pipe is kept in inclined downward direction like this, constant cross section, potential energy is decreasing. Potential energy increases with height. Upward flow potential energy increases, downward flow potential energy decreases. So if the pipe is taken downward inclined or downward vertical, then the pressure will increase in the direction of the flow. So there is a possibility. So that is why D is also incorrect. Option C is the correct answer. I hope this is clear. Let us move to question number 34. I am having only 15 questions, guys, and do bring more and more students to the session. So we also get motivated and will bring you more such sessions. We will try to bring the PYQs also for HAL. We will bring more mock tests for HAL. And already we are running ISRO series. So we want every one of you to get placed either in HAL or in ISRO or any other PSUs for which the notification will be about to come. So question number 34 on your screen. What is the answer? Yes, money. Well done. Good, good, guys. The loss of head in a pipe of 100 meter length. The length of the pipe is 100 meter. The fluid is oil. So many students commit mistake by taking the water. If it is given as oil, you are not supposed to take the water as the fluid. Volume flow rate is 100 LPS. It is liter per second. 1 liter is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 meter cube. You should know the conversion. What is the answer? Is estimated to be HL. If the pipe of double the diameter, it means D2 is twice of D1. But of same length, L1 is equal to L2 is to carry a discharge of 200 liter per second, or we can say Q2 is twice of Q1. Can we write to Q2 is twice of Q1? Then head loss will be, so HL2 will be how much in terms of HL? What will be the answer? If we use the Darcy-Weisbach equation, FLQ square upon 12.1 D to the power 5. This is HL. HL is given by FLQ square upon 12.1 D to the power 5. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को यहां डाउट आता है whether to take F is equal to 64 by RE or not. So many students always have this doubt where to take HL is equal to F is equal to friction factor is equal to 64 by Reynolds number, where not to take. Let me tell you, when nothing is mentioned about the laminar or turbulent nature of the flow, when it is not mentioned about the laminar or turbulent flow nature, or it is not possible to find out, the Reynolds number, then we do not have a choice but to take F is equal to constant. So here F should be taken as constant. Do you understand? And in case of compound pipe system, when there are multiple pipes, then in some of the pipe the flow may be laminar, in some of the pipe the flow may be turbulent, in some of the pipe it may be transition. So whenever the flow through a multi-pipe system, series combination or parallel combination, then always we have to take F is equal to constant until and unless it is mentioned in the question, right? Because there is no density of oil given in the question, so we cannot find out the Reynolds number, we cannot find out whether the flow is laminar or turbulent. So F is taken as constant. L is already constant parameter, L1 is equal to L2, and so we can say HL is proportional to Q square upon D to the power 5. So we can write HL2 is equal to HL1 into Q2 by Q1 whole square into D1 by D2 to the power 5. That will give you the answer. Q2 is twice of Q1, so it is 2 square, and D1 by D2 is 1 by 2, so it will be 1 by 5. So 1 by 8 will be into HL will be answer. D is the correct answer. Isn't it D? D will be the correct answer for the given question. कितने लोगों ने सही जवाब दिया? मनी, पेजल वर्ल्ड, विनय, नरुतो, वेल डन गाइस, कीप इट अप, शरत, गुड गुड गुड. हाँ, पेजल वर्ल्ड कल इवनिंग की क्लास नहीं हुई, आज होगी इवनिंग में 6:30 पे थर्मोडायनेमिक साइकिल्स, राइट? द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन again from the fluid mechanics, question number 35. Quickly solve this one. The ratio of turbulent boundary layer thickness to the thickness of laminar boundary layer is varies as the question is from the external flow, and do not commit this mistake. The ratio of turbulent to laminar is asked. Thickness of turbulent boundary layer divided by thickness of laminar boundary layer. It is not laminar by turbulent. It is not laminar by turbulent. It is turbulent by laminar. It is the ratio. It is about the ratio. It is not about the laminar. It is not about the turbulent. So A and B cannot be correct. X to the power 1 by 2 is for laminar boundary layer, isn't it? X to the power 4 by 5 is for turbulent boundary layer. But the question is about the ratio. The question is about the ratio. So it will be x to the power 4 by 5 upon x to the power 1 by 2, isn't it? X to the power 4 by 5 minus 1 by 2. That is x to the power 10. 8 minus 5 by 10. That is 3 by 10. X to the power 3 by 10. D is the correct answer. What is the exact expression? Delta x for laminar is given by 5x upon under root of Rex, isn't it? And delta for turbulent is given by 0.376x upon Rex to the power 1 by 5. I hope you know these expression. And when the boundary layer is laminar, when the local Reynolds number is less than 5 into 10 to the power 5, whenever the boundary layer will be turbulent, when the Reynolds number is greater than 5 into 10 to the power 5 for external flow. These are the values applied for the external flow, and at exactly at 5 into 10 to the power 5 there will be a transition of boundary layer from laminar to turbulent. I hope this is clear, right? On 8th of August there will be a workshop, beautiful workshop, very important and beneficial workshop is going to be conducted by Rakesh sir and Dheeraj sir at 7:30 p.m. Do not forget to join this workshop because they will be guiding you to develop the right strategy for GATE 2024, and the link to register yourself for the workshop is already there in the description section. Let us move to the next one. Question number 36, again from the fluid mechanics or from the kinematics of the fluid flow. Fluid kinematics. Question number 36 on your screen. Every one of you, please give it a try. मुझे मालूम है कुछ ही लोग 5 to 10 students are only trying. क्या rest of the students do not want a job? The rest of the students do not want a bright career? Everyone wants to be successful, but the one who will do the hard work with the full dedication, full energy, they will only be able to qualify the examination. That is the harsh reality of competitive examination, because If you are not performing, if you are not practicing, if you are not improving yourself, then somebody else will become better than you, and it is the relative competition. So you should keep your preparation every time in the final gear. The question is on your screen. It is from the streamline. Very, very important question. You can find the question from the equation of the streamline in each and every examination, irrespective of the type, whether it be engineering services, GATE, PSUs, all the examinations are asking the questions from the equation of the streamline. Kya answer hai? What is the answer? 36. Well done, guys. So we can say we start our analysis from the differential equation. dx by u is equal to dy by v is equal to dz by w. That is the differential equation of the streamline, 3-dimensional. But if it is 2D, it is a function of x and y only, or we can say u I cap plus v j cap. So we can find out u and v. So our expression will be dy by dx is equal to v by u, is equal to v by u. V is equal to, if you compare this, v is equal to minus ay, u is equal to a into x. A getting cancelled out. A is not area, a is some random constant. So if you separate the variable, so we can say dy by y is equal to minus dx by x. Now it is time to integrate. So ln y is equal to minus of ln x plus constant of integration. We can write it as ln c. So ln of y is equal to ln of c by x, isn't it? Natural log getting cancelled out. So x into y is equal to constant. And to find the value of constant, we put these condition. The equation of the streamline is to be developed, which is passing through 1, 1. So for 1, 1, c will be equal to 1. So x into y is equal to 1 is the correct answer, right? C is the correct answer for the question number 36. I hope everyone is clear with this. Question number 37 on your screen. मेरे क्वेश्चन चलेंगे 45 तक. I will have the question up to 45. So I am having 7-8 more questions. 8 more questions. Beautiful question from the fluid mechanics. In a certain fluid through a 200 mm diameter pipe, the diameter, it is the diameter. Do not take it radius in hurry. The shear stress at the boundary. What is the meaning of shear stress at the boundary? Shear stress at the boundary is maximum shear stress is 10 Pascal. The loss of head due to viscous friction in 0.1 kilometer length of the pipe is, so many things are there where students can commit mistake. Yes, every one of you, what will be the answer? Please do share this session to all your friends, because Vipin sir will be waiting for you to give you the beautiful questions from the thermal engineering. So what is the question? The loss of head due to friction. So HL we need to calculate. Can we write HL is equal to delta PL by rho G? And we need the value in meter of water. The fluid is water. The fluid flowing is, let us say, water. So in meter of water. So how to find out delta PL? As we know, tau is equal to minus dP by dx into R by 2. That is valid for laminar plus turbulent flow. This is the expression which is valid for laminar as well as turbulent flow. So tau naught can be written as delta PL by L, because P is the linear function of x. So dP by dx can be written as delta P by delta x. So delta x is L into capital R will become capital R because it is at the boundary. So D by 4 we can write. So from here we can find out the value of delta PL. What is delta PL? That is 4L into tau naught by D. Put the value of delta PL here. So HL is equal to 1 by rho G into 4L into tau naught by D. If you put the value, you will get meter of water. You need to check whether your answer is in meter of water or Pascal or bar. You need to check because the unit of each and every option is different. So 1 upon 10 to the power 3 into 10. Let me take it as 10. 4 into length is 0.1 kilometer. Can we call it as 100 meter? Into tau naught, that is 10. Divide by diameter. What is the diameter? 200 mm. So 200 into 10 to the power minus 3. 10 to the power minus 3, 10 to the power minus 3 getting cancelled out. 10 and 10 getting cancelled out. So 4 by 2. Isn't it 400 by 200? 2 meter of water. What is the value of 2 meter of water in Pascal? What is the value of 2 meter of water in Pascal? What is the value of 2 meter of water in Pascal? 2 meter of water. If you want to convert it into Pascal, then 10 to the power 3 into G into 2. So it will be 2 into 10 to the power 4 Pascal. Or we can say 20 kilopascal. 2 meter of water is 20 kilopascal. So neither A is correct nor C is correct. 2 bar is equal to 2 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. So neither it is A, B and D. Alright. It is neither A nor B, nor C nor D. Let us move to the next one. The next question on your screen. अच्छा मैंने नीचे लिख दिया. I think you are not able to see. Question number 38 on your screen. Question number 38. Beautiful question. Find out the answer to this one. अगर किसी को कोई डाउट है, in the previous question you can always ask. The loss of head due to friction in a pipeline is 30 meter. It means HL is given as 30 meter. For maximum power transmission through the pipe, what should be the head at the exit of the pipe? What will be the answer? What will be the correct answer? There is a pipe. There is head at inlet. That is head at outlet. For maximum power transmission, HL should be minimum. That is H1 by 3. Do you agree? For power to be maximum, for maximum power transmission, HL minimum should be H1 by 3. So H1 can be written as 3 into HL. So 3 into 30. H1 is equal to 90 meter. But the question is not about H1. So H2 will be equal to H1 minus HL. Isn't it? The question is about H2 because there is a loss HL. So H1 minus HL will be H2. So it is 90 minus 30. So H2 will be equal to 60 meter. Option C. If the question would have been to find out the loss at entry or head at entry, if the question would have been to find out the head at entry, then option B would have been the correct answer. Right? Yes, great. Money, Paisley World, Shekhar Sharma. Good. ये तो मैंने आपको बता ही दिया है. ESC के previous year question series is going to be started. The next question, the last question from fluid mechanics. I think it is the last question from the fluid mechanics. Then some questions will be from the heat transfer. Yes, get me the answer for this one. Everyone, please find the answer. I'll try to complete by 12:30 and then I will invite Vipin sir. A 1:8 reduced scale model of a reaction turbine is tested under a head of 15 meter. That is H1 and power output is P1. The prototype turbine has to work. 1 is for the model and 2 is, let us say, for the prototype actual. Prototype is the actual turbine. The prototype turbine has to work under a head of 100 meter, that is H2, and at 180 RPM, that is N2. What is the power rating of the large turbine or actual turbine? P2 is how much? So we need to develop a relation between P and H or P, D and H. It is 1:8. So we can say D2 by D1 is equal to 8 by 1 or D1 by D2 is equal to 1 by 8. Do not commit this mistake. The actual turbine is the bigger part. Actual turbine is bigger and the smaller, the model is the small scale replica. Right? So we can start with overall efficiency is given by sharp power by hydraulic power. So P upon rho into Q into G into H. So from here we can say power is proportional to Q into H, or we can say power is proportional to D square into V into H, or we can say power is proportional to D square. V can be written as root H into H. So power is proportional to D square into H to the power 3 by 2. Do you agree? Is this clear? So can you find out the answer? So the question is to find out P2. If the question is to find out P2, so P2 by P1 is equal to D2 by D1 square into H2 by H1 to the power 3 by 2. So P2 will be equal to, what is P1? P1 is 22 kilowatt into D2 by D1 is 8 square. And H2 by H1, what is H2? 100 and H1 is 15 to the power 1.5. Can you solve it? Will it be possible for you to solve? क्या आप सॉल्व कर पाएंगे? What is the answer? What will be the answer to this one? Three by 2. It will be, without calculator you are supposed to solve. So try to make the calculation round off so that you get the nearest answer. It will be something around 22 into 64 into greater than 6 and 6 to the power 3 by 2. 6 cube. So it is something around, you should be able to do this calculation, right? So your answer should be matching with, in megawatt it will be 22 was kilowatt. So this will give you kilowatt. So in megawatt it is around 17 kilowatt. In megawatt it is close to 24.2. A will be the correct answer. So sometimes you may find the questions which are having larger calculation. Please try to avoid lengthier calculation because there is a fair chances of committing mistake without the calculator, or try to solve those type of question in the last only. So selection of the question is again very, very important. Whether you are attempting that question or leaving that question. What is the answer to this question number 40? That is simple energy conservation equation, heat transfer. The heat generated in a solid sphere, it is a sphere of radius r, is q dot watt per meter cube. So what is the total heat generation? For the energy conservation equation, what we can say, total generation of heat per unit time is equal to heat leaving, isn't it? Q out, that is for steady state, in watt, joule per second. So Q generation is Q dot into volume. What is volume? 4 by 3 pi r cube is equal to, what is the heat leaving? That is flux multiplied by the area available for heat flow, that is 4 pi r square. It is only about the area and volume. So what is the correct answer? Option C looks correct answer, isn't it? Pi and pi getting cancelled out. R cube is getting cancelled out with this R. 4 is also getting cancelled out with this 4. Then we can say Q dash is equal to Q naught by 3 into R. C is the right answer. Yes, well done guys, well done. Vinod, good. Vinay, Sarath, Mani, yes, keep your momentum high. I am having 45 question and we are at 41. 41 question number 41st. Read the question very carefully. You may find the question to be little lengthy. The statement of the question may be little lengthy, but you should read the question with your full focus and attention so that you should not commit the mistake. There is a steel plate is exposed to the solar heat flux of 800 watt per meter square on one side. Okay, the plate is exposed to the air at 30 degrees Celsius on both the sides. The convective heat transfer coefficient is 10 watt per meter square Kelvin on one side and 15 watt per meter square Kelvin on the other side. The equilibrium temperature of the plate is, whenever the question is to find out the equilibrium temperature, it means the plate is in a steady state. It means the plate is in steady state. Can you find out the answer here? Can you guys find out the answer here? There is a plate, let us say, and there is a solar heat flux. Solar flux of 800 watt per meter square. Then this plate is exposed to, we need to find out the temperature of the plate. It is exposed to environment on both the sides, and the temperature of the environment is 30 degrees Celsius here also, 30 degrees Celsius here. So this is Q1, this is Q2. So whatever the heat loss should be equal to heat in, this is Q in. So 800 will be equal to, let me call it as H1, let me call it as H2. So 800 watt per meter square should be equal to H1. Let me call it as H1 as 10 and H2 as 15. So 10 into Ts minus 30 plus 15 into Ts minus 30. So Q1 plus Q2. Q in is equal to Q1 plus Q2 out. That is our energy conservation equation. That is our energy conservation equation. Right? Chaliye, Vipin sir is already there to boost up your confidence and boost up your energy. So he is eagerly waiting to meet you after a long break. So just 4 more questions. What is the answer? Are you getting 62 or not? Are you guys? No, it is not 36. Are you getting 36? So it will be 800 is equal to 15 plus 10, 25 into Ts minus 30, isn't it? So 4 into 8, 32 plus 30. It will be 32 plus 30. Ts will be equal to 32 plus 30 degrees Celsius, isn't it? As long as it is about the temperature difference, no need to convert it into Kelvin. As long as it is about the temperature difference, do not convert it into Kelvin. Do not waste your time in converting into Kelvin. There is another series, MSQ series, which is waiting for you. Very soon we will be starting this MSQ series because so many students are having the fear of MSQs. So for easing your fear, for making you comfortable for the MSQ type questions for your GATE 2024, we are bringing the MSQ series from 8th of August. Question number 42 on your screen. Beautiful. Question number 42. Let me see who will give me the correct answer for question number 42. The center to surface temperature difference in a heat generating cylindrical rod of diameter 8 centimeter is 30 degrees Celsius. What is the center to surface temperature difference? It means the temperature at the center is T maximum and at the surface it is Ts, where there is a heat generation. There is a heat generation. So do you agree T maximum for a cylinder is equal to Ts plus Q dot R square by 4K, and for a spare T maximum for a spare is equal to Ts plus Q dot R square by 6K. That is the only difference. So delta T, that is equal to for a cylinder. What is delta T for a cylinder? The question is to find out in case of spare. Let me write spare first. Delta T for a spare, that is equal to T maximum minus Ts for a spare is given by Q dot R square by 6K divide by delta T for a cylinder, that is equal to T maximum minus Ts for a cylinder is equal to Q dot R square by 4K. So it will be 4 by 6, isn't it? Q dot R square getting cancelled out with this Q dot R square. So 4 by 6 or 2 by 3. It will be 2 by 3. If the temperature difference for cylinder is 30, so temperature difference for a sphere is equal to 2 by 3 into 30 will give you the right answer. That is 20 degree. Is it 20 degree? Is it 20 degrees Celsius? Is it option D? Is it option D or not? It is option D. Yes, the correct answer is option D. Beautiful question. But if you are comfortable with the heat generation concept in a cylindrical system, spherical system and the plane wall system, you will be able to get the correct answer for this. Yes, any doubt? Question number 43 on your screen. Question number 43, very simple question, but yes, conceptual. The question is from the fin theory. Is the word fin mentioned anywhere? A long cylindrical cylinder has one of its end in the furnace and has reached steady condition. There is a furnace and it is a cylindrical rod. It is very long, so it is an example of long fin. The temperature at 60 centimeter from end was measured at T degree Celsius. Suddenly fan is switched on and the convective heat transfer coefficient over the surface increases 4 times. H2 becomes 4 times of H1. Under the same condition, the location at which the temperature will be T degree Celsius from the end is. So X1 is equal to 16 centimeter. To have the same temperature, do you remember theta upon theta is T minus T infinity upon Ts minus T infinity is equal to e to the power minus mx will be constant if T is constant. For T is equal to constant, e to the power minus mx is constant, or we can say m into x will be constant. For T is equal to constant for the same temperature, m is equal to under root of hp by ka into x is constant. So under root h into x is constant. So x is inversely proportional to root h. So x2 is equal to x1 is into under root of h1 by h2. So what is x1? 16. And what is h1 by h2? 1 by 4. 16 into under root 1 by 4. So it is 8 centimeter. Isn't it 8 centimeter? Isn't it 8 centimeter? B is the correct answer. Very, very interesting question. Conceptual question. Right? The next question, question number 44. Yes, Raju, other than technical syllabus is same, but other than technical, there will be questions from the English and general awareness. 100 question will be technical and 60 questions will be non-technical. So non-technical portion is different. Otherwise, technical part of all the examination is more or less same. The next question is from the radiation. It is from the radiation mode of heat transfer or radiation shape factor. An enclosed body consists of 3 surfaces 1 to 3. F11 is given, self shape factor, F122 is given, A1 given, A3 given, F33 given. The value of F322 because it is an enclosure. So we can say F321 plus F322 plus F323 is equal to 1. Isn't it? Maths and aptitude is not included. F321, F322, F323 is equal to 1. So we can say F322 is equal to 1 minus F321 minus F322. F323 is given, that is 0.2. So 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8 minus F321. That is F322. So we need to find out F321. So we can say F11 plus F12 plus F13 is equal to 1. F11 is given as 0.2. F12 is 0.2 plus F13 is equal to 1. So F123 is equal to 1 minus 0.4, that is 0.6. If we are having F123, then we can find out, we can use the reciprocity theorem. What is that? A1 F123 is equal to A3 F321. So A1 is given as 1, that is 0.6, is equal to A3 is given as 2 into F321. What is F321? That is 0.3. If you put the value here, so F322 is equal to 0.8 minus 0.3, that is 0.5 will be the correct answer. Option B is the right answer. It is option B, 0.5. This was question number 44, and one more question from my side, and then please do invite. After this question, please join me to invite Vipin sir for discussing the important question from the thermal and applied. The last question from my side, and I want everyone to respond for this. Question number 45. And today at 6:30 p.m. Today at 6:30 p.m. I will be having a YouTube session. So do not forget to join me for the YouTube session for thermodynamic cycles. That will be the numerical practice session. In a flow, the convective heat transfer coefficient is 26. The thermal conductivity of the material, it is not the material actually, it should be the fluid. Thermal conductivity of the fluid is 0.64 watt per meter Kelvin. The temperature difference is 40 degrees Celsius delta T. The value of temperature gradient dt by dx will be how much? So can we say Q, convection is the combined effect of conduction plus bulk motion. So Q is equal to minus K of fluid into A into dt by dy in the fluid at y is equal to 0 is equal to HA delta T. So if we want to find out dt by dy, that is the temperature gradient, we can say H into delta T upon minus Kf. H is 26, delta T is 40, divided by minus of thermal conductivity, that is 0.64. Degree Celsius per meter, we can write it degree Celsius per meter or Kelvin per meter. That will give you the answer. That is all from my side, guys. I hope you had enjoyed this session and you could have revised the important concept. Please observe your performance, observe your weak areas, try to find out the weak areas. This is my Telegram group to join, and do not forget to join me today at 6:30. Today at 6:30 p.m. on the YouTube for the thermodynamic cycle. With this note, let me take your leave. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. And let us invite Vipin sir for continuing the session from here. Thank you very much for joining in. Take care. Jai Hind.
हेलो एवरीवन, कैसे हो आप लोग? एम आई ऑडिबल? कैन यू क्विकली टेल मी इफ आई एम ऑडिबल एंड यू कैन सी मी? Yes? If I am audible to you, just let me know. Okay, thank you. So good afternoon everyone. I am joining here after Dheeraj sir and Chandrasekhar sir, and I will be taking thermal and applied. Okay, so we will be solving 25 questions in next 45 to 1 hour, and we will be solving questions from basic thermodynamics. We will be solving questions from IC engine, power plant. Okay, so every important topic we will be covering, and we will be coming up with more series like this so that we can cover each and every topic in a very detailed way. Okay, chalo. So before I go ahead, I just want to ask, have you people studied with me before on YouTube, on BYJU'S, on free class or any other class? Yes? No? Then I'll come up to my introduction. Yes. Okay, Vinay says no. Very nice. No problem. We will be knowing each other now because I will be taking your thermodynamics on YouTube, on free app classes and paid app classes as well. Okay. So you will be seeing me here and there all the time. Yes, yes. I took thermodynamics earlier and also I took classes on YouTube earlier. Chalo. So I'll give you a brief introduction about myself. I have around 6+ years of teaching experience, GATE, ESC, PSU, all the exams I cover. I have done my MTech from IIT Kharagpur. I have also done MS from Politecnico di Milano, Italy. I have around 3.5 years of industry and research experience as well, few research publications. And as you can see, my area of expertise is basic and applied thermodynamics and heat transfer. So Chandrasekhar sir and I will be, moving around with thermodynamics or heat transfer now and then. Okay, chalo. So are you guys excited? Or you can also join the Telegram channel. I will share the link very soon in my next classes. Okay. So now Vision Gate 2024 is started from 3rd of July. And my thermodynamics, I will be taking thermodynamics, and today at 6:30 p.m. I will be starting thermodynamics, the very first topic of thermodynamics, introduction to thermodynamics. So from today 6:30 to 8:30 I will be teaching thermodynamics in Vision Gate 2024, and we will be covering each and every topic in very detail. We will be solving a lot of practice questions, okay, and we will deep dive in each and every concept for GATE and ESC as well. Okay, so we'll cover everything. So, and again, this is basically the right time. This is the exact time that you should start your preparation. If you are just in a dilemma that when should I start, what should I start, so this is the right time, because if you delay now 1 or 2 months, then you have to compromise with your preparation. Okay, so this is really the right time to start your preparation. Do join any batches anywhere, but start your preparation. If you are targeting GATE 2024 or ESC 2024, then this is the exact time that you should start. Okay, it would have been better if you started 1 or 2 months earlier, but still this is the right time, because now if you delay 1 or 2 months, then you would have to compromise with topics, with subjects. Okay, so no one wants that. We don't want that. You don't want that. Okay, so start your preparation now. As I said, I will be starting thermodynamics. If you have not enrolled, do enroll. 6:30 to 8:30. Okay, and anyway, we keep coming up with free classes as well. Yesterday I had one class, day before yesterday I have one class, free classes, so you can enroll in that as well. Okay, just to increase your knowledge. But prepare a strategy, start your preparation now. Okay, chalo. So are we ready to start? Yes. Should we start with the first question for HAL? Yes, no? Chalo, let's start with the very first question. Okay. So this is the first question, question number 46. And when you give me answers in your comment box, write question number 46, then whatever it is, A, B, like this, 47, C, like this. Okay, so write the question number as well. Otherwise, maybe I am at the next question and you are still answering for the last question. It will get, it will just confuse everyone. Just write the question number, then the right option. Okay, chalo. So let's start with the very first question. We are starting with a very basic question, very simple question. Okay, so you have a Carnot refrigerator, you have a Carnot heat pump, and they are operating between the same thermal reservoir. So the same temperature difference is there. The temperature difference is same, and the COP of refrigerator is 2.5. What is the COP of heat pump? Very simple question, and it has been asked in GATE as well, not just in PSU. Okay, so this is the GATE question as well. Yes, I have seen already a lot of answers. Mani, please write question number then option. Okay, I mean it is okay for now, but from now on. Okay, chalo. Okay, so Naruto, yes. Pagle, world, okay. Should I call it? Okay. And Sarath, 50, 40, 60. Very good. Seriously, it's a very simple question. Very simple relationship between COP of heat pump. This is what we define, okay? This is what we prove and define. Refrigerator plus 1, okay? So COP of refrigerator is already given, and this is the relationship between COP of heat pump and refrigerator. So it is 2.5 plus 1 is equals to 3.5. Very good. Very simple question and important question as well. Yesterday I covered in the classes, in the free class, that in thermodynamics, first law of thermodynamics and second law of thermodynamics is the most important topics. That should be on your priority. Okay, of course you will have to follow a series or follow a chronology in which you have to cover the topics, but you have to give more time, more efforts, more number of practice questions on first law and second law. And the benefit of focusing on second law is that very simple questions they will ask. They will ask question and very simple questions. So the you will ensure that you will get those marks. Okay, chalo, let's move on to the next question. Yeah, this is the question. Saturated water vapor, this was on which one? This was on free app class, the last yesterday I took. Okay, because on app also we keep coming up with different series, free series as well, and paid one I am starting that vision bed today. Okay, chalo. So this is the next question. Saturated water vapor at 200 kilopascal is in a constant pressure. So we have a piston cylinder assembly, right? We have a piston cylinder assembly. And we have given P1, and T1. And they are saying what is the pressure? What is the type of pressure process? It is constant pressure. So this is what you need to look in the question. Okay. What is the process? What are the values? What is P1, T1? So you have to extract useful information from the question. Okay. Now, if the temperature is changed, so P1, T1 is given, constant pressure process is given, then they are saying if the temperature is changing, what is the distance? So basically the saturation, and when this is the pressure and temperature, the distance is basically 0.1 meter from the bottom side. Okay, then if you change the temperature, then how much is the distance? How the distance is changing? Okay, so you have given P1. Solve it quickly. I really want everyone to solve it before me. And they are saying T1 or T saturation at P1 is 120 degrees Celsius. Now at this stage, at this conditions, the distance from the bottom dead center is, let us say, x1 is equals to 0.1 meter. And it is a very important point, it is a constant pressure process. So if in a constant pressure process, temperature is changed. So P2 is also same. And if T2 is 200 degrees Celsius, so find out x2. Find out x2. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Very simple. Always start with the process. So what is it? Constant pressure process. And then you know how to calculate work transfer. What is the ideal gas equation? What is the heat transfer for this particular process? Okay, we have defined it for each and every process, right? Chalo. So constant pressure process, we know that by PV is equals to MRT, right? So V is equals to MRP by T. Now this is constant. So what can I say? VYT is equals to constant. Yes. So I can say V1 by V2 is equals to T1 by T2. Yes. Now what is left? Nothing. So V1 is basically area 1 into x1. and this is area 2 into x2. T1 and T2 is also known. T1 is 120 degrees Celsius. So 120 means how much? 120 is 393. 393. And that is 473. So 393 by 473. Now a cross-sectional area of the piston is same. You see, this area will remain same. Only the distance is changing. So cross-sectional area is same. So therefore, we have x2 is equals to x1 into 473 by 393. And you can calculate. You can put 0.1 here and 473 by 393. So the answer that you are going to get is 0.12 meter. Okay. So this is what you are going to get. Yes. At low pressures, yes, at low pressures and high temperature, we assume, this is a very good point actually, Vinay, that at low pressures and high temperature, we assume water vapor or any gas as ideal gas. But since there is no other information is given in question, okay, so they 99% of the time you have to assume that it is a ideal gas. It is a ideal gas. It will show ideal gas behavior basically. Okay, it will behave as ideal gas. Okay, but that is really a good point. Okay, so 12.85 is yeah. Okay, so 0.12 meter is the answer. Yeah, how did you get 0.85? I think it is 0.120 n meters. Okay, got it? Yes, C is the right answer. Chalo, let's move on to the next question. Steam at 4 megapascal and 673 Kelvin at 0.077 meter cube per kg. So that is your specific volume. Enters into the nozzle steadily with a velocity. So what equation? Can you tell me? Can anyone tell me what equation are we going to use here? Yes, what equation? What equation we are going to use, or what law we are going to use here? Steady flow. Very nice. Whenever nozzle, diffuser, turbine, compressor, all these things you have, even heat exchanger, wherever flow is entering and flow is leaving, you will assume steady flow. Okay. So what do we have? We have a nozzle here. Okay, let me take it to the next page actually. So we have a nozzle. Okay, and this is basically inlet, this is outlet. Now they are saying inlet P1 is equals to 4 megapascal. Temperature at inlet is 673 Kelvin. And specific volume is 0.077 meter cube per kg. Yes, and the velocity, inlet velocity V1 is 60 meter per second. Exit conditions are P2 is equals to 2 megapascal and T2 is equals to 573 Kelvin. Inlet area is also given. Inlet area is also given 50 centimeter square. And they are saying that heat is also being lost. So it is not insulated. Usually we assume these devices are insulated, but it is not insulated. Heat is lost. Q out is 75 kilowatt. CP is also given. They are asking calculate exit velocity. Exit velocity. Okay. So yes, very good, Sarth. So we will be using steady flow energy equation. As I said, if it is nozzle, if it is diffuser, if it is turbine, compressor, heat exchangers, Okay, so we will be using even क्या नाम है other devices wherever basically flow is happening. Okay, so we will be using steady flow energy equation. Now steady flow energy equation, I can write m dot h1 plus v1 square by 2000. Why 2000? Because q is given in kilojoule. That's why I have to take 2000. Otherwise I will take 2. Okay, now potential energy I am not taking because there is nothing given in the question about potential energy, so you can neglect that. Plus q dot in is equals to m dot h2 plus v2 square by 2000. So you see, first of all, h1 you can calculate, right? Why h1 is h is equals to cpt. So c is given, temperature T1 and T2 is also given. Also V1 is given. The problem is V2 is not given. But before calculating V2, I need to calculate mass flow rate. So how can I calculate mass flow rate? Mass flow rate is equals to rho A V. And mass flow rate is basically M is equals to M1 or M2. It is same. So I can take any one of them, V1, rho 1, A1, V1. Because in steady flow, mass entering is equals to mass leaving. It does not matter. Mass is conserved. Mass is constant. Okay. So I can write A1, velocity 1, and density is equals to 1 upon specific volume. I think you all know this, right? Yes. So specific volume 1. Now I know everything. 50 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. Velocity is 60 and specific volume is 0.077. Okay, so you can calculate this mass flow rate. How much is mass flow rate? Mass flow rate is 3.9 kg per second. 3.9 kg per second. Now it's very simple. Just write the values here. 3.9 Cp is 1.87 into T1, which is 673, plus velocity ka square by 2000. Now Q in will be negative because here it is Q in, but in the system Q is going out, heat is going out. So minus 75 is equals to 3.9 1.87 into temperature 573 plus V2 I need to calculate. That is the whole point. Yes, so now tell me what is V2 quickly. What is V2? How much is V2? What is V2? Are you calculating? Yes. V2, how much is V2? Velocity at exit. V2 is equals to, what is the right answer? Of course, it cannot be A and B because inlet velocity is 60, you see. And in nozzle velocity, there is a huge increase. So in nozzle, what do we know? If this is V2, this is V1, then V2 is much greater than V1. Okay. So what is the answer? C. Really? How are you getting C? Just recalculate, reevaluate it one more time. Is anyone else calculating? Quickly. It should not be C. It's 582.58 meter per second. Yes? Where is everyone? Have you calculated this? So the closest one is basically D. Okay? Of course, it's not exact, but The closest one is 588. Are you calculating? Yes? D is the answer. Yes, very good. D is the answer. Yeah, approx 600. If you say approx 600, then yeah, I mean, it's still, if it is approx 600, then 580s is the closest one. But these are very close answers. Okay, so you have to mark the closest one. Okay, chalo, let's move on to the next question. A gas through a process given by, so it is a polytropic process. You see, it is a polytropic process, and the ideal gas equation is PV2 is equals to constant. So basically N is equals to 2. Now it expands from state 1 of this is your P1 and this is your V1 to a final pressure of this. Now work delivered during this process is, so now we all know how to calculate work transfer in a constant volume process, which is 0, constant pressure process, isothermal process, adiabatic or polytropic process. So work done in a polytropic process is basically P1 V1 minus P2 V2 upon N minus 1. Yes? Now I know P1, I know V1, I know P2 as well. How to calculate V2? Very simple, right? This is the equation. So I can say P1 V1 square is equals to P2 V2 square. Yes? I need to calculate V2 is equals to P1 by P2 1 by 2 into V1. That is what we are going to do. Okay. So can you calculate V2? P1 is how much? P1 is 350. P2 is 150. 1 by 2 into 0.05 also you can write here. Yes? So if you can calculate this, then V2 is equals to how much? Okay, is it hidden? It is hidden behind me. Just 1 second. So V2 is equals to 350 by 150 1 by 2 into 0.05. Yes? What is the answer? V2 is 0.075 meter cube. Now you know V2 as well. So you can substitute here that work of poly is equals to P1, which is 350 into 0.05 minus 150 into 0.075 upon 2 minus 1, which is 1. Okay. So the answer is C, that is correct. 5.92 is the correct answer. Okay. Yes. Good. Chalo, let's move on to the next question. Now this is very easy. Pure substances you all have learned, right? Can you tell me what is an example of pure substance? Liquid air and gaseous air is a pure substance. First of all, you need to understand what is pure substance. So basically chemical composition and physical structure. So it should be homogeneous in chemical composition and physical structure. Quickly tell me what is the right answer. Quickly. liquid air and gaseous air, ice and liquid water is not a pure substance. 50D is the right answer. Yes, you see, this is a pure substance. Yes, but here it is no, so this is wrong. Air is not a pure substance. You see, based upon the altitude, based upon the temperature and pressure, the amount, the chemical composition of air changes. Sometimes CO2 is not there, okay, or CO2 is less. Sometimes moisture is less, so basically amount of water vapor is less. So chemical composition keeps changing of liquid air based upon temperature and altitude. Okay, mixture of two or more phases of pure substance is not a pure substance. It is a pure substance. Yes. Okay, so this is also wrong. The right answer is D. The right answer is D. Okay, got it? Let's move on to the next question. Very simple question. TS diagram is given. Calculate cycle efficiency and net work. Cycle efficiency and net work. Quickly. Cycle efficiency and net work you need to calculate. TS diagram. So we all know this area enclosed by this cycle is what? This is Q net and also work net. Net work done. Okay, so I need to calculate efficiency and work output. Okay, so efficiency and what is this cycle? By seeing this cycle, I can tell you it has two isothermal process, two adiabatic process. So it's basically a Carnot cycle. Carnot cycle. Okay. So how do you calculate efficiency? How do you calculate efficiency of this cycle is equals to 1 minus T lower by T higher. That is your cycle efficiency. How about work done? How about work done? So work done is basically the area enclosed. So what is the area of this rectangle? What is the area of this rectangle? By base into height. Yes. So what is base? It is 4.72 minus 6.25 into 1500 minus 600. This is your work done. Yes. Yes, efficiency is 0.6. So 1 minus 600 by 1500. So yes, I think it's 0.6 and work done is 0.53. Yes, very nice. So Sarth has given, Vinay has given the right answer, 60 and 10, and Pagle World. I really don't know what, how have you, I mean, okay, chalo. Am I saying it right, like, or do you have done it intentionally? So cycle A is the correct answer. Cycle efficiency is 0.6 and net work is 0.1053. Okay, got it? Chalo, let's move on. Let's move on to the next question. Very simple question. We have a refrigerator. Yes. And the upper temperature, the ambient temperature is 300 Kelvin. Lower temperature is this. And this is the amount of energy that is continuously rejected to maintain this temperature. The minimum power required in kilowatt to run the refrigerator, I need to tell. Very simple question. So whenever you see a question of heat pump, refrigerator, heat engine, it's always a good idea to draw the diagram. Okay. So this is my refrigerator. Now they are saying lower temperature is 270 Kelvin. Higher temperature is 300 Kelvin, and if this amount of energy is to be continuously removed from the ice plant, that means lower temperature. So if Q2 is equals to 5.10 to the power 6 kilowatt, kilojoule per hour, not kilowatt of course, kilojoule per hour, then tell me what is the minimum work input? Minimum, especially they have given the word minimum. That means, first of all, this is a refrigerator. So COP of refrigerator is basically desired output, which is to maintain the lower temperature. So the amount of heat that you need to take out is Q2, and required input is work input. Now especially they have given minimum power required. Minimum power required. So if you want this minimum, that means if denominator is minimum, that means COP is maximum. And what refrigerator gives you maximum COP? Carnot refrigerator. So what is the COP of that? T lower upon T higher minus T lower. So I need to calculate this. Everything else is known. I need to calculate this. So Q2 is 5.10 to the power 6 upon minimum work input is equals to 270 by 30. So this is basically 9. Work in minimum 5 into 10 to the power 6 by 9. Now this is kilojoule per hour, sorry. It is kilojoule per hour. And in order to calculate it in kilowatt, what I need to do? I need to divide it by 3600 seconds per hour. So now it is kilojoule per hour. Okay. So if you calculate this in kilowatt, how much is it? Is it in watts? No, this is in kilojoule, right? Okay. So the answer is how much? D is the answer. Yes, D is the answer. 52D. Okay. It should not be in watts. Okay. Got it? Chalo. So it is 154.3 kilowatt. Let me write it here. 154.3 kilowatt. Okay. Got it? Yes. D is the correct answer. Let's move on. Now this is very simple. Quickly tell me, what do you define in first law of thermodynamics? What do you define? Kinetic energy, temperature, potential energy, total energy. 53. What is the right answer? 53. Write 53 and then answer. Okay, 53D. Yes, that is correct. 53D is correct. Okay. So kinetic energy is just energy. Temperature we define in Zeroth law. That is the basically basis for temperature measurement. And then potential energy, again it's simple energy, but it is a law of conservation. First law of thermodynamics is the law of conservation of energy. So it says that total energy of any system or of the universe will always remain constant. Okay. So if you have a system, energy in will be equal to energy out plus energy losses or whatever it is. Okay. So this will be or work output. So there will always be energy conservation. Total energy of the system will always be conserved. Okay. Chalo. Next is the lowest pressure at which water can exist in liquid phase in stable equilibrium. Now this is also you should know. Quickly tell me. Lowest pressure or temperature, let us say, at which water can exist. 54D is correct. Yes, because it is a triple point. Okay, it is triple point. And if you see the pressure and temperature, so basically it's like this. Okay, so this is your triple point. Pressure triple point and temperature triple point. Now this is basically solid, this is liquid, and this is vapor. Okay, so if you are operating below this pressure, if you are operating here, then liquid phase will never exist. solid will directly convert into vapor. So in order to have a liquid phase to exist, you have to work above triple point pressure, and the triple point pressure of water is 0.611 kilopascal. Okay, so basically this is your triple point, this is your critical point, okay. And of course for water the slope is negative. I did not draw it, but this is for water, for ice. Okay, chalo, very good. D is the correct answer. Yes, pressure is 0.611 kilopascal. Yes, okay. 55. The pressure inside a balloon, it's a little tricky, but just apply the concept, apply the basic concept. Okay, it's a little bit tricky, but it's very simple question if you know the concept. Okay, the pressure inside a balloon is proportional to the square. Pressure inside the balloon is proportional to the square of its diameter. Okay, so I can say, I can apply a proportionality constant CD square. It contains 2 kg of water at 150 kilopascal and 85% quality. The balloon and water are now heated to a final pressure of 600 kilopascal is reached. The process undergone by the water is given by PV equation. So I need a relationship between pressure and volume. I need a relationship between pressure and volume. Now pressure is this relationship and pressure is related to diameter. Now I need something, I need volume, a relationship with volume and diameter basically. So what is the volume of the balloon? It is 4 by 3 pi r square. 4 by 3 pi r square. Okay, pi r cube, sorry. Okay, so what can I do? Just 1 second, let me write it at a different place. (55A), that is correct. Have you solved this already? I think you have solved this question already. So volume is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube. So can I write 4 by 3 pi d cube by 8? Okay, so I can write pi d cube by 6. So again this is a constant. Okay, so let us say some constant d cube. Okay, so now I can replace, so d is equals to v by k 1 by 3. I can substitute this d here. So pressure is equals to c by k 1 by 3 d 2 by 3. Sorry, v 2 by 3. V2 by 3. Okay, so now this is again a constant. I can write P upon V minus 2 by 3 is equals to constant. So PV minus 2 by 3 is equals to constant. Again, simple question. It's a little concept is required. That's all, nothing else. Okay, so A is the right answer. A is the right answer. Got it? Should we move ahead? Any doubt till now? Yes, 55A. (56). Very simple question. A heat engine, second law efficiency. What is second law efficiency? Y plus, sorry, here it is plus, yes, that is correct, but it will, when it will go up, it will be minus. That is correct, yes. Okay, because you see we have P is equals to constant V2 by 3. So PV, that was a mistake, I mean writing mistake. Okay, got it? Yes. So what is second law efficiency? What is second law efficiency? It's entropy, dq by t. No, second law efficiency is basically your maximum efficiency and your actual efficiency. Okay, maximum by actual. Okay, yes. No, it is maximum by actual, right? If you say actual by ideal, then your efficiency will be greater than 1, isn't it? That cannot happen. Actual, wo maximum by actual. Okay. Now what is maximum? If you have a heat engine which receives 1 kilowatt heat transfer at this, so you have this heat engine, T higher is equals to 1200 Kelvin, and it gives work output as 600 watts, and this is Q1 is equals to 1000 watts, T lower is equals to 300 Kelvin, and Q2 is equals to what? 400 watts. Yes? Yeah, I think it is just 1 second. No, C is not correct. C is not correct. Just check one more time. Okay. So what is maximum efficiency? Maximum efficiency is basically Carnot efficiency, 1 minus T lower by T higher. Yes. So 1 minus T lower is 300 by 1200. So it is 1 by 4, which is 0.25. So it is 0.75. Yes. Yes. What is actual? It is desired output upon input. What is desired output? It is work output by Q in. So this is 600 by 1000 is equals to 0.6. So 0.75 by 0.6. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. It's C, 0.8. My mistake. Okay. So it is 0.8. That is true. Yes. Okay. So C is the correct answer. Got it? Let's move ahead. 57. Engine capacity you need to calculate. You have a 4 cylinder. That means number of cylinders is equals to 4. Diameter bore is given 4 centimeter, length is given 7 centimeter, and clearance volume is 2 centimeter cube. Engine capacity I need to find out. Engine capacity I need to find out. Very simple. Yes. Tell me what is the answer. Engine capacity. What is engine capacity? By stroke volume into number of cylinders. Number of cylinders. Let me check. Yeah, that is right. That is right. That is right. Okay. So what is swept volume? Pi by 4 d square into L into N, number of cylinders. So pi by 4 d square is 4 square into 7 into 4. Okay. So I can cancel this and you are going to get 352 cubic centimeter. 57 is D. 57 is D. That is correct. Okay. Yes. Chalo. So I think you guys are at a good level of preparation. I think, did you take GATE as well? Chalo, let's move on to the next question. Otto cycle. Now I think you are all aware of Otto cycle and the PV diagram. Two constant volume process, two isentropic process, 1, 2, 3, 4. Q in, work output, work input, Q out. Yes. So what they have given? They have given the compression ratio R, which is volume before compression divided by volume after compression, is equals to 9. Pressure and temperature at the beginning. Pressure and temperature at the beginning. So P1 is equals to 100 kilopascal and temperature is equals to 10 degrees Celsius. The heat addition by combustion gives the highest temperature as 2500 Kelvin. So the highest temperature in the Otto cycle, entire Otto cycle, is 2500. That means what? T3 is equals to 2500 Kelvin. Okay. So we have to convert this. It is 287 Kelvin. 273 plus 283. Sorry. 283 Kelvin. I need to find out the specific heat added, which is Q in per unit mass is equals to Cp T3 minus T2. Basically S3 minus S2. So Cp T3 minus T2. Now it is air, right? It is air. So air, I have 0.785. T3 is already given to me. The problem is I do not know T2. So I have to calculate T2. I have to calculate T2. So what is the answer? Have you calculated B? Let me check. Yeah, that is correct. 58D, B is correct. Okay. So how can I calculate T2? It's very simple. By this is an isentropic process. 1 to 2. This is isentropic process. This is isentropic process. So if it is isentropic, can I say process 1 to 2 is isentropic? So can I say for isentropic process, what is the relationship? T2 by T1 is equals to V1 by V2 gamma minus 1. So I know T1. T1 is 283 Kelvin and this is 9, 1.4 minus 1. So T2 is how much? It is 681.5 Kelvin. Okay. So you can put it here. Instead of this, now it is 681.5 and this is what you have got, 0.303 megajoule per kg. 3.303 megajoule per kg. Got it? Very nice. Chalo, let's move on to the next question. The optimum intermediate pressure. This is very simple. Quickly tell me how I need to find out P intermediate when P1 and P2 is given, or let us say P1 and P3 is given. So is equals to P2 is equals to, how can I find out optimum intermediate pressure in two-stage air compressor? Two-stage air compressor. Compressor, intercooling, compressor. intercooling, compressor. So intermediate pressure is it 6 bar? Yes. Okay. So under root initial pressure into final pressure P3. Okay. So it's very simple now. 4 into 9, 36, and intermediate pressure is 6 bar. Very simple. Yes, it is geometric mean. Very nice. Okay. Root into pressure. Yes. Now thermal efficiency of the Otto cycle I need to calculate. It is basically an extension of the last question on Otto cycle which we did. So I need to find out, compression ratio is given and I need to find out thermal efficiency of Otto cycle. So it's very simple. You see, I know a relationship between compression ratio and efficiency of Otto cycle. Yes. What is the relationship? Give me the answer quickly. Give me the answer quickly. $60A. थोड़ा सा वेरिएशन है, just try to do it again. One minus compression ratio gamma minus 1. Has anyone else solved this? I need to recheck. Okay. 9, 0.4. So 0.5847. No. Yes, D is the answer. D is the answer. Okay. Chalo. Next question. Now we have to calculate mean effective pressure. It's a next level question, but let us try to do it. Okay. 4-stroke SI engine have minimum and maximum pressure inside the cylinder during each working cycle is 205 bar. If the compression ratio of the engine is 8, the mean effective pressure I need to find out. Mean effective pressure I need to find out. Okay. So, no, there are conceptual questions as well. But most of the questions will be formula based. Okay. Especially in PSUs like HAL, ISRO and BARC, most of the questions will be formula based. Okay. But they are simple. Like this is a little difficult question. I would not ask you to, I would not expect this in a HAL exam, but it's still, in ISRO and BARC, I can expect. Okay. So, PM, mean effective pressure is given as net work by swept volume, net work by swept volume. Then what is the formula for mean effective pressure? What is the, by Vs is what? Swept volume is V1 minus V2, and what is V1 by V2 is equals to R, so V1 is equals to R V2. Yes. So I can say it is V2 R minus 1. So we have done this derivation. Yes, in IC engine we have done this derivation, and the mean effective pressure that you get is P1 into R by gamma minus 1. This formula we have proved. We have calculated work net that divided by V2 R minus 1, and then V1 and V2. Here it is V1. We have V1 here. We have V1 here and V2 here, and combine this we get R. Okay, because V1 by V2 is R. Okay, R minus 1. Then it is pressure ratio RP minus 1 and compression ratio gamma minus 1. So everything, look, P1 is known to you. P1 is 200 bar. Okay, maximum and minimum pressure inside the cylinder is 205 bar. Compression R is given, compression ratio is given, pressure ratio also you need to find out. So RP is equals to P3 by P2. Okay, P3 by P2. Now I know P1. You see, I think you remember this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they have given P3 maximum pressure is 200 bar, minimum pressure is 5 bar. I need to calculate P2. Then only I will be able to calculate RP. P3 by P2. P3 by P2. Okay, how can I calculate P2? How can I calculate P2? So P2 I can calculate. I know it is isentropic process. Yes. So P1 V1 gamma is equals to P2 V2 gamma. P2 V1 by V2 gamma. Now this is what I know. R. V1 R is what? V1 by V2. So this is equals to 8. So P2 is equals to 5 into 10 to the power 2 into 8, 1.4. So I can calculate P2. What is P2? What is P2? P2 is 9189 kilopascal. So now I can calculate RP. RP is P3, which is 200 into 10 to the power 2 upon 9189. So RP is equals to 2.17. Yes. Now you know everything here. You know everything here. You know P1. Is it visible what I am writing? Yes. Okay. P1 is 500 into R is 8. RP is 2.17 minus 1. R is 8. 1.4 minus 1. 0.4 minus 1 upon 0.4 and 8 minus 1, 7. Yes. So again, it is a little complicated calculation, but still. Okay. So you will get 2168.5 kilopascal. They are asking in bar. So 21.68 bar. So D is the right answer. D is the right answer. Okay. Sure. Let's move on quickly. Okay. Now this is very simple. This is very simple. IC engine produce indicated power is given. Indicated power is given 12 kilowatt. Mechanical efficiency is given 90%. Calculate frictional power. Simple. Tell me. I think it's still 70. So 8 more questions. Now it's simple questions. Now don't worry. Okay. The hard part is already gone. So tell me, what is this? What is the friction power? It's very simple. Friction power. So mechanical efficiency we know it is brake power by indicated power. Yes. Now from here, and what is friction power? So whatever power is lost between indicated and brake power. So two relation. So from here, brake power you can calculate 12 into 0.9. Okay, 12 into 0.9. So it is 10.8 kilowatt. So this is 12 minus 10.8. It is 2.2. Yes, friction is not divide. That is mechanical efficiency. friction power is indicated, basically it is the power that is lost due to friction. So it is the difference between indicated power minus brake power. Okay, so whatever was available and whatever you were able to transfer it to the shaft. Okay, brake power is the power available at the shaft. Okay, chalo. So 2.2 is the right answer. Quickly. Now this is very simple. This is very simple. A fan supplies 250 CFM, cubic feet per meter, I think. Okay, cubic feet per meter. Air flow rate, it is equal to, so this is just a, you need to just know that 1 CFM, even I didn't know it, 4.72 into 10 to the power minus, but it has been asked in BHEL. Okay, it has been asked in BHEL. Okay, so yes, so 250 CFM is equals to 250 into 4.72 into 10 to the power minus 4, so which is basically 0.118. That is correct. That is correct. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on quickly. An IC engine having 6 cylinder works on the Otto cycle. It has bore of 20 centimeter and stroke of 40 centimeter. If the clearance volume is given, the compression ratio I need to find out. So what is R? R is V1 by V2. Yes, V1 by V2. Now what is V1? V1 is basically stroke volume plus clearance volume. Stroke or swept by clearance, and this is just clearance. So 1 plus swept by clearance. Okay. Now clearance is given. Clearance is already given. I need to find out swept volume, which is very simple. So pi by 4 d square into L into number of cylinders. Yes, so you can quickly put the values. D square is how much? 20 square into 40 into 6. So how much are you getting? This is, I think, 75,360, I think. Okay, so now it's very simple. 75,360 by 9,000. How much is it? 64B. Is it B? Because what I am getting is C. Okay, my mistake. It's 8. So maybe I have the wrong answer. 53. No, it's no, it's D. C is the correct answer. You have to add. Did you add 1 to it? How is it B? Look, this is basically 8.53. This is 8.37. One plus. Yes? Yes or no? Or am I doing something wrong? Yeah, that's what I am saying. You have to add 1. Okay, chalo. Next question is, an IC engine works on the compression ratio of 16 and cutoff happens. Cutoff means it is a diesel cycle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 8% of the stroke. That means V3 is equals to 0.08 of swept volume. Then the cutoff ratio of the engine is, and R is given. R is equals to how much? V1 by V2. I need to find out rho. Rho is what? V3 by V2. Rho is V3 by V2. So can you do this quickly? V3 is equals to this. Trying? It's very simple. Now 3 or 4 more questions are left. We will finish it. And very small questions, okay? Chalo. So basically, can I write V3 minus V2 is equals to 0.08 Vs? And can I say 0.08? What is swept volume? V1 minus V2. So I can say yes. Simple calculation. Now this is your cutoff ratio. Minus 1 is equals to 0.08. This is your compression ratio minus 1. So what is the answer? Add the question number, please. Yes, B is 2.2. Yes, B is the correct answer. Rho is equals to 2.2 is the correct answer. Okay, chalo. Last 3 or 4 more questions. Now this is very easy. The most efficient method of compressing air is to compress it adiabatically, isentropically, isothermally or isochorically. 66 ABCD. 66 ABCD PV. Area under curve extended over volume axis gives work transfer. Yes, isothermally. Okay, so you need to know when you draw compression, you can draw, this is your constant pressure process, this is your constant volume, this is your adiabatic. Everything I explain in classes. Now this is your adiabatic. PV gamma is equals to constant, and this is your isothermal. PV is equals to constant. So constant volume, compression you cannot do anyway. Okay, isochorically compression you cannot do, volume will decrease. Now when we talk about adiabatic or isentropic, the area enclosed is very high. So this is the area below the curve. While for isothermal, this is the area. So area, this is work of compression is less. For isothermal, it is the lowest basically. Then work of compression in adiabatic. So area enclosed by the isothermal curve is the least. Okay. So isothermally, C is the correct answer. 66 C is the correct answer. Yes. Okay, chalo. 67. Now this is something that you all should know. What is the most efficient way of increasing efficiency of a Carnot heat engine? Increasing T1, decreasing T2, or you can say increasing source temperature, decreasing sink temperature, or doing both. I mean increasing both and decreasing both. 67 A, B, C, D. 67 A, B, C, D. What is the right answer? 67. T1, T2. Temperature, entropy. 67. What is the right answer? Should I explain? D, no, not D. 67 you have to answer, not 68. Okay, so you see, if you have this Carnot engine, and let's say this is your T1, this is your T2. Okay, and efficiency is given as of Carnot cycle 1 minus T2 by T1. Okay, and let us say this is 300 and this is 50, or let us say 250. Okay, so first let us increase this. Let us increase this. That means T1. So let me increase T1 to 400 Kelvin. Okay. So I can say Tc is equals to 1 minus 250 by 400. Can you calculate how much is this? And second way is decrease T2, let us say 200 Kelvin. So Nc is equals to 1 minus 200 by 300. In the first one we keep lower temperature as constant 250. In second one we keep higher temperature as constant. Yes, B will be correct. Avinash, that is correct. Okay. So if you see, if you have increased your T1, so 250 by 400, 1 minus, it is 0.375. Okay, and so there is some 0.33, I don't know. How much is this? I need to make a, yeah, B is the correct answer, but basically I need to take a higher temperature difference. Okay, I need to take a higher temperature difference. Maybe I can do it with 350 and 200. So this is, let us say 350, and we can take it as 150, and then you can solve it, and then what you will see, I'm just guessing, but basically when you decrease the sink temperature, that is the most efficient way of increasing the efficiency of a Carnot cycle. Okay, so you can put the values. Let us, okay, if you want I can do it with you as well. So initially when you take the original temperatures, the efficiency is 1 minus 150 by 350. Okay, so it is 150 by 350 1 minus answer, it is 0.57. Okay. Just 1 second. I need to take realistic values actually. I am taking Kelvin. So if I am taking it in Kelvin, I need to take around 300 this, because 27 degrees Celsius surrounding temperature, and let us take it as 450 or something. 450. Okay. So I think this will make sense. So if I take the realistic, just 1 second. Chalo. So 1 minus 300 by 450. Can you tell me how much is it? Then let me increase T1 to 500. T2 will remain same. T2 will remain same. Okay. So 1 minus 300 by 500. And now let me decrease T2 to 250. Okay. So 1 minus 250 by 450. Now can you tell me what are the three values that you are getting? Okay, this is 0.33. Yes. Now when you increase your T1, so 300 by 500, so it is increased to 40%. From this it is increased to 40%. So that means it increases. But what about 250 by 450? 1 minus answer, and it is 0.44. Okay. So you have to take realistic values. Okay. So this is basically above surrounding temperature. Okay. So you see, decreasing T2 will have a higher effect on the Carnot, on increase in Carnot efficiency. So from 0.33 it is increased to 0.44, but by increasing T1 it has only increased to 0.4. Okay. The percentage increase is more by decrease in T2. Okay. And these both are contradicting sentences. If you are increasing, you have to increase T1 or decrease T2. Both will increase efficiency, but more efficient ways to decrease T2. Okay. If you do both, then basically you will have one positive effect, one negative effect. Okay. Chalo. 68. The thermal efficiency of the hypothetical cycle is shown, is given as. Thermal efficiency of hypothetical cycle, quickly. So basically efficiency is net work upon heat supplied. Yes. How can I calculate net work? This is net work. This is net work. So net work is equals to area of triangle. So means half base into altitude height. So base is how much? 5 minus 1. Height is 700 minus 300. Okay. 1 by 2 into 4 into 400 to 800. 800. Okay. So let us say kilojoule. What about QS? What about QS? So Q supplied, you see, you have an engine. Q supplied so if you do energy balance here, your Q supplied will be equal to net work plus Q rejected. Okay. So what is Q rejected? Area below the curve. This is your Q rejected. Okay. So can you reject Q? So can you calculate rejected? Q rejected is equals to area of this rectangle. Okay. So it is what? 5 minus 1 into 300, minus 0 basically, but 300. So 4 into 300 is equals to 1200. So Q supplied is equals to Q rejected plus work net, which is 1200 plus 800 is equals to 2000 kilojoule. So now I can calculate my efficiency, which is 800 by 2000. What is the answer? 68 is 0.4. C is the answer. 0.4, right? 800 by 0.4. C is the answer. 68, C is the answer. Yes? How did you get D? Naruto? Yeah, C is the answer. Okay. Chalo. Let's move on to the second last question. 1 kg liquid is stirred in a closed chamber and its temperature is raised by 10 degrees Celsius. So delta T is 10 degrees Celsius. Mass of liquid is 1 kg. Q out is 3 kilojoule. Work done on the water during the process will be. So we have a closed chamber and there is a process that is happening, and we know that first law of thermodynamics for a closed system is Q in is equal is du plus net work output. So net work, or let me write it here itself. They are saying heat is lost to surrounding, that means it is minus 3. Change in internal energy M CV dt plus net work. So minus 3 is equals to 1 into CV is 3 and this is 10 plus net work output. So net work output is equals to minus 3 minus 30 is equals to minus 33 kilojoule. Now this is work output, net work output. If you are getting minus, it simply means that it is net work input. That's all. It is work done on the system, and they are already saying what is net work on the system, on the water. So it is W net in is equals to plus 33 kilojoule. Okay, this is out. Got it? Chalo. Let's move on. D is, yes, D is correct. Okay. So let's move on to the last question, and then Suraj sir will join you. Okay. So let's read the last question, and it's very simple. Which one of the following statement is correct? A machine which violates Clausius statement will violate the first law of thermodynamics. Can you quickly give me the answer? Okay, Suraj is also here. Yes, Avinash, D is correct. What about other people? So you have to know one thing. Look, first law and second law, they are independent laws. Okay. Violating second law does not guarantee the violation of first law. Okay. Second law is an addition or an extra restriction on first law. So first law will always be valid. It's a physical law. It's a law of nature. But it is the second law that puts an extra restriction on first law, that it tells you that if the process is feasible or not. If the process is even feasible, it is possible or not. Okay. So even if second law is invalid, first law will be invalid or not. There is no guarantee of it. Okay. So first law will always be valid. Then in addition, second law should be valid. to make a process possible. Okay, so if some machine is violating Clause's statement or Kelvin Planck's statement, it really doesn't mean that it will violate first law, but your second law or your equivalence, Kelvin Planck's and Clause's equivalence statements will tell you that if a machine is violating Kelvin Planck's statement or Kelvin Planck's law, then it will also violate Clausius statement or Clausius law. Okay, so again, second law and first law, they are independent laws. Second law must follow for any process to be possible. Okay, but it is the second law that will put an extra restriction on first law. Violation of second law does not guarantee violation of first law. Okay, but violation of one statement of second law will guarantee the violation of the second statement of second law. Okay, chalo, so D is the correct answer. D is the correct answer. Okay, so this is all for me. Again, I am reminding you that you should start. This is your right time to start your preparation. If you have not enrolled in any courses, start enrolling. I will be starting thermodynamics from the very scratch today at 6:30 to 8:30 from in the Vision Gate 2024 batch. Okay, chalo, so I think this will be all from my side. I will ask Suraj sir to join in just 2 seconds and welcome Suraj sir for the next sessions, next questions. Okay, yeah, okay, bye bye.
Okay, students, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. I hope everything is good. Perfect, perfect. Are jaldi se boliye. Yes, all good. Let me check from my end also. 1 second. Yes, I think all good. Okay, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. How are you all? Very good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay. So now let's continue our discussion. We'll be having a quick discussion of the next 30 questions because the total number of questions in HAL is 100. So we'll be completing that top 100 questions, the expected questions from the HAL examination perspective. Okay, so I think you all have enjoyed the session and definitely you might have sought a very good level of questions, right? But I will definitely tell you that in HAL the questions level are very basic, so you should be concentrating on the concept, right? The concept is strong, you will be able to solve all the questions. So let's quickly start the session. I hope everyone has connected with me on the Telegram channel, and definitely on 6th of August we'll be having the scholarship test. Uska description, uska link is in the description. Okay, so shall we begin? The first question on the screen, we will be taking first theory of machine, then mechanics, then industrial engineering. So first question, very basic, and this is a question I've taken for the most repeated question in HAL. HAL में पिछली बार 2-3 बार they have asked this kind of question. So let me go for the first question. I need quick answers because we will have to cover the next 30 question in 30 minutes. Okay, chaliye. A, B, C or D. They are saying if a planar mechanism with having 6 number of links and we are having the number of lower pairs is equal to 7, then what's the degree of freedom? There is no higher pair. Apply the Krusebeck's equation and tell me the answer quickly. Please do not use any calculator because you know that calculators last year to allowed nahi tha. Is saal might be it won't be allowed. Okay, A, B, C or D. Very good. Dukhi Atma. So you have to apply the Krusebeck equation. 3n minus 1 minus 2j minus h. Place it over here. 3 into 5 minus 2 into 7. 15 minus 14 is 1. Kinematic chain. It's a mechanism. Option A is the correct answer. Yes. Okay, chaliye, let's proceed for the next question. Done. Everyone, please do write in the comment section because I want your active participation for the next 30 minutes. Then we'll be winding up the session. Okay, chaliye, next question on the screen. Question number 72. A 4-bar mechanism, planar mechanism, the links are in, having the lengths AB, BC, CD and AD. And in order to get the crank mechanism, which of the links should be fixed? A simple question from the inversions topic. So we are having 4-bar mechanism A, B, C or D. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Okay, AB is equal to 90, BC is equal to 40, CD is equal to 50, AD is equal to 70. So they are asking you which link you should fix in order to get the double crank mechanism. Double crank mechanism. Quickly, what will be the answer? If you want to get double crank mechanism, what will be the correct answer? Jaldi se bataiye. A, B, C, D. So we always know that we have to fix the shortest link. यही बोलते हम लोग है ना, shortest link कौन सा है? We can say link BC. But for before that, you have to check the Grashoff's law, whether the Grashoff law is satisfied. So Grashof law देखते हैं. What is Grashof law? Shortest plus longest should be less than or equal to P plus Q. Right. So here we are having which link is the shortest link? The shortest link is 40. 90 is the longest link. This is P. This is Q. Let us calculate S plus L. S plus L is equal to 130 and P plus Q is equal to 120. So Grashof law satisfied or not satisfied? Grashof law is not satisfied. If Grashof law is not satisfied, so we can simply say you fix any link, what will be getting? You always get double rocker mechanism. Right? We'll be getting a double rocker. So option D is the correct answer. It is not possible to get the double crank mechanism. Is this clear? We cannot get double crank mechanism over here. The reason being the Grashof law is not satisfied. So we have to check the Grashof's law before commenting to the answer. Okay, done. Clear hai? So option D is the correct answer. Let us go for the next question. Question number 73. A piston reciprocating cylinder inside a cylinder is an example of completely constrained, incompletely constrained, sexually constrained. Which of this is a correct statement? 2, 1, 2 and 3, only 3, 1 and 2. A piston reciprocating inside a cylinder. So we are having a piston which is basically reciprocating inside a cylinder. So tell me what is the type of constrained motion we are having? Completely constrained, incompletely constrained. Very good. Only 3. This is a sexually constrained motion. Option C is the correct answer. The reason being because of the addition of this connecting rod. Like before, if there is no connecting rod, then what would happen? This piston would have a rotation as well as translatory motion, right? But because of the addition of this connecting rod, this rotational part is being eliminated. So this is an example of a sexually constrained motion. Because of some third party or because of the external conditions, your motion is being defined. Okay, perfect. Only 3. Very good. Only 3. Option C is the correct answer. Very good. Perfect. And next question. Question number 74. In an Oldham's coupling, the maximum velocity of the sliding is 0.25. Vmax is equal to 0.25 meter per second, and the driving shaft revolves at an RPM of 180 RPM. Okay, so you have to tell me what is the distance between the two parallel shafts. We know that Oldham's coupling is being used to transmit motion having lateral misalignment, to transmit the motion between the shafts which is having lateral misalignment, the double slider inversion. So tell me what is the correct answer. Find the distance between the two parallel shafts A, B, C or D. Because you have to do some approximate calculations. Calculators ka use mat kijiye. I'm again repeating, do not use calculators. Whatever calculation we're doing will be going for an approximate calculation. Now how we can calculate? We know that your maximum velocity is equal to the distance between the shafts, right, into your omega. Okay, so distance between the, let us suppose I'm taking it as R into omega. This is Vmax. So let us calculate the value of R. R is equal to Vmax is 0.25. This is 2 pi. N is 180 by 60. Okay, solve it and tell me what is the closest value we are getting. 0.25 by 6 pi. 0.25 by 6. They are asking in mm. Okay, please make sure, see the unit. This is in mm. So 10 to the power 3. So we'll be having 250 by 6 pi. So approximately we are getting option A, B, C, D. Avinash, world, yes, done. A, B, C, D. So we are getting option C, 13 point something. 13 point, क्योंकि देखो 3.96 into 3, 18 point something. तो आपका 13 point something आना चाहिए mm per mm. So option C is the correct answer. 13.26 is the distance between the two parallel shafts that we are getting. Option C is the correct answer. चलिए next question on the, is this clear? क्वेश्चंस बड़े बेसिक्स आते हैं, पता है एचएल में इतना टेंशन नहीं लेना आपको. दे आर आस्किंग वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चंस. इन केस ऑफ 4 लिंक मैकेनिज्म A, B, C, D, we are having the different links, which if you are fixing CD link, then what will be getting? If the CD link is being fixed, then which kind of inversion we are getting? Double crank, double rocker, crank rocker or parallelogram linkage. Let us draw A, B, C, D. So A, B, C, D and AD. ठीक है, something like this. So AB is equal to 3, BC is equal to 4, CD is equal to 8, AD is equal to 6. They are saying you have to fix CD. अगर मैं CD को fix करूंगा, what will be getting? This is the shortest link, है ना? This is the shortest link. We are keeping the shortest link in which one? Coupler position. अगर Grashof law check भी करते हैं, you'll be getting what? Double rocker mechanism. है ना? If you are checking the Grashof law also, if it isn't satisfied, अगर satisfied नहीं भी है, you'll be getting double rocker. So no need, do not waste time to calculate that, है ना? Yes. Crank rocker कैसे होगा? There are three possible inversions. If you are fixing the shortest link, that is the double crank. If you are keeping the shortest link adjacent to the fixed link, that will be called as your crank rocker. If you are placing the shortest link opposite to the fixed link, that is your double rocker mechanism. Option B is the correct answer. इसको check भी कर लेते हैं. This is the shortest, this is your longest, right? This is P, this is Q. तो S plus L is equal to 11. P plus Q is equal to कितना है? 10. Okay, P plus Q is equal to 10. So S plus L is definitely more than that of P plus Q. Even if you are saying this is Grashof law not satisfied. Grashof not satisfied. If Grashof law is not satisfied, you fix any link, it is immaterial. You'll be getting the double rocker mechanism. Chaliye, next question, question number 76. The instantaneous center of the sphere undergoing pure rolling motion on a curved surface. एक body है which is undergoing a pure rolling motion on a curved surface. So tell me where you'll be having the I center, where you'll be having the instantaneous center of rotation, infinity, center of the sphere, the center of the curved surface, or the point of contact of sphere and the surface. A, B, C, D. It is undergoing pure rolling motion. If this body is undergoing pure rolling motion, we know that the point of contact पे ही आपका क्या आएगा? I center. Option D is correct. This is your I center. Okay. Even if it is having a pure rolling in a curved surface, then also we'll be having क्योंकि rolling motion का property होता है at the point of contact we're having zero velocity. We always study that. So option D is the correct answer. Next question, 77. Question number 77. PQRS is a 4-bar mechanism as shown in the figure below. What is the velocity at point R? What is the velocity at point R? Quickly. What is the velocity at point R? PQ distance is given, RS distance is given, omega PQ is given. Omega PQ is equal to 5 radian per second. So what will be the velocity at point R? Sir, we know that these two are perpendicular. So can we say VQ is equal to VR? है ना? ये हम सीधा बोल सकते हैं because these two are perpendicular. VQ is equal to VR. So VQ, how we can calculate VQ? That is equal to the length PQ into omega PQ. What is length PQ? That is 0.3 into omega PQ is 5. So this is 1.5 meter per second, and that is exactly equal to what? VR. Option B is the correct answer. अरे 2.5 कैसे अविनाश? 0.3 into 5 कितना होता है? 1.5 है ना? 3 5 are 15. Exactly. चलिए, ऑप्शन बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. डन. देखो यार, ये छोटे छोटे मिस्टेक मत कीजिए. अगर कंसेप्ट पता है और कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक होते हैं, बहुत बुरा लगता है ना. इफ यू नो द कंसेप्ट, अगर क्वेश्चन पे कंसेप्ट ही नहीं, इफ यू डोंट नो द कंसेप्ट देन ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम. कंसेप्ट जानने के बाद इफ यू आर कमिटिंग द सिली मैथमेटिकल मिस्टेक, दैट इज एक्चुअली वेरी पेनफुल, है ना. चलिए, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 78 ऑन द स्क्रीन. According to Kennedy's theorem, the three instantaneous center of the three link mechanism having relative motion between the links lie on a triangle, parabola, straight line, or a circle. A, B, C, or D. What is Kennedy's theorem? We always study that. If I talk about Kennedy's theorem, any three link and their IC will always lie in a same straight line. Will always lie in a same straight line. Okay, very good. Option D is the correct answer. यही तो Kennedy's theorem है. In order to have relative motion between the different links, their eye center, any three links, their eye center should always be lying in a same straight line. That is your Kennedy's theorem. I hope so everyone knows. इसको prove कर लेते हैं. देखो, let us suppose this is your 4-bar mechanism. This is your 4-bar mechanism, something like this. Okay, this is link 1, link 2, link 3, link 4. Okay, this is I12, this is I23, this is I34, this is I14. Okay, fine. If I try to draw a circle, याद आ गया? हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया. 1 2 3 4. बस 1 3 कैसे? 1 2 2 3, and this is your I. They will be intersecting somewhere around. This is your I13, and 2 4 will be this one. 1 2 1 4. This is I24. Okay, so if you take any three links, let's say I'm taking 2 3 4. That means I23, I34, I24. देखते हैं 2 4 2 3 3 4 in a straight line because they are having relative motion. इसका degree of freedom 1 होता है, इसलिए तो this is coming in a same straight line. Okay, चलिए next question, question number 79. Two gears in mesh are having a constant velocity ratio and module is 2 mm. Which of the following is the correct answer, which tells us about the circular pitch? What is the circular pitch? Which one is we are getting a circular pitch? A, B, C or D? 6 pi, 2 pi, 4 pi or 7 pi? I think for answering to this problem, 5 seconds more than sufficient. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Yes, Avinash, world. Very good. We know that what is circular pitch? That is pi d by t. Pi is circular diameter by the number of teeth, and also we know that module is equal to d by t. So I can simply say this is pi into m. M is equal to 2. That is 2 pi. Mm is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Option. अरे भाई ए कैसे क्या हो गया भाई, इतना ज़्यादा लोड आ गया क्या? डो नॉट, ठीक है, आई नो थोड़ा प्रेस बोलो, स्ट्रेस होगा, टेंशन होगा, बट ट्राई टू गेट द करेक्ट आंसर इन दिस. ओके, चलिए, ऑप्शन बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. Question number 80. The module of gear 1 is 5 mm, is meshing with the gear number 2. So we are having two gears. This is gear number 1 and this is gear number 2, right? Gear 1 and gear 2. Gear 1 and gear number 2. The number of teeth on gear number 1 is 10. The number of teeth on gear number 2 is 20. The module is equal to 5. So you have to tell me what is the central distance. What is the central distance? Quickly. What is the central distance? Quickly tell me. Jaldi, jaldi. What is the central distance? Let me check from my end also. Audio ठीक आ रहा है ना? हाँ ठीक है, अब सही है. A, B, C, D. 75. Perfect. We know that central distance is equal to R1 plus R2, है ना? Or we can say this is M by 2 T1 plus T2. Right, so I can say because the gears which are meshing, they're always having the same module. So M kitna hai? M is 5 by 2 into T1 plus T2, that is 30. 15 into 5, 75 mm is the correct answer. Option D. Option D is the correct answer. 75 mm. Next question, question number 81. The equation of vibration of the system is 4x double dot 4x double dot plus 49 pi square x equal to 0. So which of the following is giving us the correct value of the natural frequency? जल्दी से बताइए. What is the correct answer? A, B, C, D. इसमें कुछ लोग गलत कर सकते हैं if they are not checking the units. Yes. Option A, option B, option C and option D. We can compare this with the standard formulation x double dot plus omega n square x is equal to 0. So from here omega n is equal to 7 pi by 2 radian per second. But question में they are asking the hertz. आपसे hertz में पूछा है, right? So you have to calculate Fn. Fn is equal to omega n by 2 pi. So this is 7 pi by 2 pi into 2. That is 7 by 4. That is 1.75 hertz. Option B is the correct answer. Units का ध्यान देंगे because if you are not seeing the units appropriately, then you might land up, because this is 3.5 pi radian per second. Okay, so we can get a situation that you will be getting will be marking option D, which is incorrect. वो आपको radian per second में दे रखा है. Okay, but they are asking in hertz, so option B is the correct answer. 1.75 hertz is the correct answer. ठीक है, clear है? चलिए next question on the screen. From the damped vibration. For a vibration system, equation of motion is given as x double dot plus 8x dot plus 25x equal to 0. What is the value of the damped vibration? What is the value of the damped vibration? We know that the standard equation, the standard equation for damped vibration is x double dot plus 2 zeta omega n into x dot plus omega n square x equal to 0. Right? If you try to compare this equation, I can say omega n square, or omega n is equal to 5 radian per second, and we can say 2 zeta omega n is equal to 8. So from here zeta will be equal to 8 divided by 2 into 5, that is 0.8. Okay, we got the value of zeta equal to 0.8. They are asking you the value of damped vibration, that is omega d. Omega d निकालिए. How we can calculate? So we know that omega d is equal to under root of 1 minus omega n square into 1 minus zeta square into omega n, है ना? 1 minus zeta square into omega n, right? So from here I can say 1 minus 0.8 ka square, under root of this into omega n is 5. So this is 1 minus 0.64 into 5. So that is approximately 0.36, that is 0.6 into 5, that is 3. 3 रेडियन पर सेकेंड. ऑप्शन डी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. यही है भाई. ओमेगा डी 0.6 और 1 minus 0.64 is 0.36. 0.36 का रूट is 0.6. So 0.6 into 5 is 3 radian per second. Option D is the correct answer. I hope so everyone is getting the answer. है ना? Perfect. बहुत बढ़िया. अगर ये चीज they are asking in hertz, then you have to divide by 2 pi. Okay? Right? चलिए. Next question. Next question. The gyroscopic effect will be zero in which of the case? Gyroscopic effect आपको zero कहां देखने को मिलेगा? Steering of the ships towards left, shearing of the ship towards right, ship during pitching or ship during rolling. Where you are getting the gyroscopic effect. Now, how will gyroscopic effect is coming into existence due to the change in the direction of angular velocity? Because of the angular velocity direction change, we are getting gyroscopic effect. Now, if you are having a rolling motion, and that the axis of rotor is also same, so in that case the direction of omega is not changing. That simply means your omega p is tending to 0. There is no gyroscopic we can say angular velocity of precision. अगर angular velocity of precision नहीं है तो gyroscopic couple क्या होता है? I omega p, that is equal to 0. So we are having भाई rolling. This is the most common question being asked. Rolling. Pitching क्या होता है? Pitching is this, है ना? Pitching is this is your pitching. भाई ये तो क्वेश्चन तो बिल्कुल गलत नहीं होना चाहिए. This is your axis, rotor axis, right? If you are having a pitching motion, rotor axis is changing its direction. Omega p is non-zero. Towards left, towards right, omega p non-zero. But in rolling, the rotor axis is not changing in the rolling motion. That means omega p is tending to 0. Gyroscopic effect is nil. Very good. Techno. Option D is the correct answer. Rolling में ही आपको gyroscopic effect नहीं देखने को मिलता. Okay, next question. Question number 84. An aeroplane is making a right turn. What is the gyroscopic effect if the air screw rotates clockwise when you're viewing from the rear end? Okay, chalo. So we are having an aeroplane. Right? And we are viewing this from the rear side. And this rotor is rotating in a clockwise direction. Take a clockwise direction. So they are asking you what will be the gyroscopic effect. And we know that by simple है, अगर ये आपका plane है clockwise, use a right hand thumb rule. We are making a right turn, है ना? ये आपका plane है. If you are taking a right turn, thumb is pointing towards you. This is active. Reactive will be opposite of this. So front portion will try to move downward. The front portion will downward, and the tail will go up. So tail go up means option B. Option B. Raise in the tail, dip in the nose. Option B is the correct answer. Right? Okay. Chaliye. Next question. Next question जाने से पहले we know that and all of you might have heard about this. ESC PYQ we will be launching from 18th of August. Independence Day के बाद will be going up with this ESC prelims, ESC का जो previous year prelims का जो question थे 21, 22, 23, and this will be helpful for your ISRO and HAL preparation also. It is being observed that in ISRO and HAL many of the question is being directly copied and pasted from UPSC paper. Okay, तो आपके लिए वो भी benefit करेगा. चलिए next question. Now we'll be starting with mechanics. Okay, now we'll be starting with engineering mechanics. The following figure shows a rigid bar of 1.8 meter length, and there are some different forces are acting. So you have to tell me at what distance from A the resultant of the load system, the total, if I'm converting into a single point load, where that point load will be acting. So simple, we have to apply which theorem? Varigno's theorem. So what is the net force acting on this? What's the net force acting on this? This is A, right? This is your B. So net force acting on this is, let us suppose 50 upward, 75 downward, 25 downward, 60 and 30. So 55 kilonewton. 55 kilonewton. Let us suppose it is making, creating a moment about point A at a distance x. So we have to calculate this value of x. Okay. So let us calculate the moment. Moment about point A is equal to 0. Moment point A is equal to 0. First of all, we will be seeing that 55 into x. Okay. Not 0. Moment about point A. 0 थोड़ा ना होगा. Moment about point A is equal to 55 into x, and the moment about point A due to the individual forces will be having this will be creating a 0 moment. 75 into 0.5. This is clockwise. 60 into 0.9 clockwise. Minus 30 into 1.8. anti-clockwise. So let us calculate. So 55x is equal to 75 into 0.5 plus this is 60 into 0.9 is 54. This is also 54. So this get cancelled out. So x is equal to 75 into 0.5 by 55. So tell me what is the closest answer you're getting? 0.68, 0.5, 0.45, 0.55. Simple. 0.68, 0.68 है, 0.5 है, 0.45, 0.55. चलो कैलकुलेट करते हैं. So this will be 7.5 by 11. है ना? 7.5 by 11. Yes? है ना? 7.5 by 11. Yes? है ना? Yes, yes. ठीक है. हाँ, चलिए quickly. What is the answer? Point. It will be equal to approximately 0.6 हो जाएगा 66. तो 7. So it will be 0.68 meter. है ना? 0.68 meter is the correct answer. Right? So option A is the correct answer. 0.68. भाई 75 by this 66.6 और आपका वहाँ पे आ जाएगा 9 है ना. So 90 हाँ 8. 0.68 something. So option A is the correct answer. Right? Okay. Clear है? Yes. Option A. 0.5 कैसे आ रहा guys? 0.5 how you are getting? Please do let me know. It won't be 0.5 है ना. 0.68 something is the correct answer. Option A. Okay, perfect. Next question. Question number 86. Trusses का question नहीं किया तो भाई incomplete है mechanics. So let us talk about this one. How many number of find the number of zero force system? नहीं कोई नहीं थोड़ा ट्राई करो यार. एग्जाम में आपको 3 घंटे बैठना है यार, तो ट्राई कीजिए है ना. गेट के एग्जाम ले लीजिए, 3 घंटा बैठना है. नो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द क्वेश्चन examinations is either 2 hours or 3 hours, so you have to sit for that continuous stretch. Okay, चलो let's try to identify the number of zero force members. Zero force member कौन कौन से होंगे? Zero force members quickly identify. Now let's start with इसको simple सा technique है. We have to identify that point where having 3 members are connected and out of 3 2 are collinear. So let's start from point J. If you see point J, JK is non-collinear, so this is a zero force member. K में नहीं होगा क्योंकि 40 है, 4 forces यहाँ पर 2 है, not possible. H is a point, so this is a zero force member. CF में C if you take the point, this is a zero force member, right? FB में if you take this point, this is a zero force member. BD में this is a zero force member. BE में this is a zero force member. Now if you try to take complete this, EF is a zero force member and this is also zero force member. So how many we are having? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8. Yes, are we having 8? Yes. Question number कहाँ गया? 86. 8 we are having. Option D is the correct answer. ठीक है. Complete एक एक member को देखना बहुत जरूरी है. If you try to take this one, we'll be having a force in this. We'll be having force in this one. This is also force present. इसमें भी नहीं होगा, इसमें भी होगा. This is this one. If I talk about here, right? यहाँ पर भी force will be present over here also, here also, here also. यहाँ पर point है 40 किलोन्यूटन, यहाँ पर भी होगा, यहाँ पर तो होगा ही. So basically we are having in total 8 number of members which is having a zero force member. Option D is the correct answer. Very good. थोड़ा सा effort डालिए यार. Just let us buckle up. Only 14 questions बचे हैं. चलिए next question. S type of question you have solved n number of times. There is a ladder which is placed against a smooth vertical wall. So there is a ladder. There is a smooth vertical wall like this. This is point A. This is point B. Now the lower end it has a distance of 5 meter and the length of this is 10 meter. Okay, they are saying that what should be the coefficient of friction between the ladder and the floor so that it remains in coefficient. This is smooth wall. Okay, the vertical side is smooth. You have to calculate what is the coefficient of friction. So because it is sliding down, let us put this is RA, this is RB, right? And the friction force will be in this direction. This is your friction force F. FB ले लेते हैं चलिए. Okay, right? So and there's a weight acting downward. Let's say this is theta, and I'm assuming this as length L, right? So I can say the total, because this is an equilibrium system, so total horizontal force should be equal to 0. That means RA will be equal to FB, and total vertical force equal to 0. That means your W will be equal to RB. ठीक है? Yes. Now we have to calculate FB. So let us take moment about point B. If you take moment about point B and make it equal to 0, so RA into L sine theta, है ना? It is clockwise, and W will create an anti-clockwise, that is equal to W into L by 2 cos theta, right? So from here I can say RA is equal to W by 2 tan theta, and we know that what is RA? RA is equal to FB. RA is equal to FB, so RA is equal to W by 2 tan theta, right? RA is equal to FB. What is W? That is equal to RB by 2 tan theta, right? FB is mu into RB, that is RB by 2 tan theta. So from here mu is equal to 1 upon 2 tan theta. Now the question is, what is the value of theta, or what will be the value of theta? If I say cos theta is equal to 5 by 10, that is 1 by 2, theta is equal to 60 degree, right? Theta equal to 60 ho gaya, so that is mu is equal to 1 upon 2 tan 60. Tan 60 is root 3, so this is 1 upon 2 root 3. What will be the answer? Closest value 1 upon 2 root 3 kitna hoga? That is root 3 by 6, है ना? That is nothing but we can say root 3 by 6. So 1.73 divided by 6, 0.3 sorry 0.2 558 0.28. Option D is the correct answer. 0.28. Clear है? Done. Clear? आगे बढ़े. Next question. Very good. Option D is the correct answer. चलिए next question आगे बढ़ते हैं. Question number 88. A block of mass 5 kg is resting on a rough horizontal surface. So we are having a 5 kg block, and on this 5 kg block I am applying a force of 5 Newton. So this is your weight, that is 5g. This is a normal reaction, and we are having the frictional force. Okay, so they are saying what is the magnitude of friction force. For calculating these type of questions, we have to first of all calculate the value of limiting friction. Limiting friction निकालते हैं, that is mu into n. So or vertical force equal to 0, n is equal to 5g. So mu is kitna? 0.2 into 5 into, let us say I'm taking 9.81. So this is 10, that is we can say 9.81 Newton. So limiting friction is 9.81 and we are only applying 5 Newton. So tell me, is this a static condition or dynamic condition? क्या ये static condition होगा या dynamic? Quickly. This is a static condition because in order to move this body, you have to apply minimum of 9.81. I'm only applying 5 Newton. That means whatever force being applied, the same will be the frictional force. Option C is the correct answer. Okay, so friction force will be 5 Newton. Okay, friction force will be equal to 5 Newton. Okay, limiting से हम लोग कम force लगा रहे हैं. If the applied force is less than that of the limiting force, then we can simply say the friction force will be simply equal to the applied force. Right? Very good. Very good. 89th. Chalo, easy question hai, very easy. A wheel of radius r rolls without slipping on a horizontal surface. The velocity at point P, is 15 meter per second. Then they are saying that what is the velocity at point Q? What is the velocity at point Q? Yes. We know this is pure rolling motion. So pure rolling motion का मतलब कहीं ना कहीं VQ is equal to 2 times of V, that is equal to 30 meter per second. Single one liner, option D. Option D is the correct answer. Okay. Clear? Option D is the final correct answer. D. Very good. We know, you might have known that if this is your pure rolling motion, this is omega, this is V, so V is equal to R into omega. This is the condition, right? So point यहाँ पे एक R omega होगा और इसी direction में V होगा because these two are same. So net velocity at point this is 2V or 2R omega. Both are having the same meaning. चलिए 90th question. A body initially at rest accelerates uniformly to 200 rpm in 1 minute. What is the angular acceleration of the body? Kinetics का question, kinematics का question है. A body initially at rest, that means initial angular velocity is equal to 0. We are having 200, that is 200 into 2 pi by 60 radian per second. The time duration is 60 seconds. So they are asking angular acceleration. So omega 1 is equal to omega naught plus alpha into t. So alpha is equal to omega 1, that is 2000 into 2 pi by 60 into 60. So this will be 1, 2 cancelled out, 2, 2 cancelled out. This will be equal to 10 pi by 9. कितना है? 1, 2, 10 pi by 9. So this will 1 point something, 1 point into 3.14, somewhere around option D. Option D is the correct answer. ठीक है? यही होगा भाई. 1 point something into 3.14, तो 3.4 या 3.5 के अराउंड आंसर आना चाहिए. 3.49 रेडियन पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. ऑप्शन डी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. हाँ, वेरी गुड. कैलकुलेशन देखो, कैलकुलेटर यूज ही नहीं करना. डू नॉट यूज कैलकुलेटर गाइस. ठीक है, राइट. प्लीज मेक श्योर यू आर नॉट गोइंग फॉर दैट कैलकुलेशंस लाइक दिस. approximate calculation करते जाएंगे, and this is actually you have to do in the gate examination also. Gate exam में you will be having a virtual calculator. Virtual calculator, if you are putting that values one by one, right, थोड़ा time तो लगेगा. So always try to do that rough calculations whenever possible. ठीक है, हो सकता है आपका range ज़्यादा हो. Next question: a particle moves in a straight line and its position is defined from the equation. What's the maximum velocity? The displacement equation is given as 18t square minus 3t cube. They're asking what's the value of maximum velocity. That means at that point acceleration will be 0. So velocity निकालते, that is 36t minus 9t square. And what is acceleration? That is 36 minus 18t. And for maximum velocity, we know that for maximum velocity the acceleration should be equal to 0. 36 minus 18t is equal to 0. T is equal to 2. T equal to 2 आ गया. So we can say Vmax will be equal to 36 into 2 minus 9 into 2 square. So this is 72 minus 436. That is 36 meter per second. Option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. Right? Option B is the final correct answer. Very good, very good. चलिए next question. Okay. चलिए नेक्स्ट. 92 जाने से पहले विल बी अगेन स्टार्टिंग ऑन 8th of August. MSQ सीरीज इज बीइंग प्लान्ड इन बाइलिंगुअल, हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों में चलेगा. सो इंपॉर्टेंट है फ्रॉम गेट 2024 परस्पेक्टिव. ओके, चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Now we'll be starting the next 8 questions will be from industrial. When the slope of objective function is equal to one of the binding constraints, then the linear programming problem will have. Tell me. When the slope of the objective function is equal to one of the binding constraint, what we can infer? Unbounded, unique solution, no solution, or infinite many solution? Quickly, jaldi se. By simple, we know that whenever we are having a binding constraint, that is not a redundant constraint, and if the slope of the objective function is exactly equal to the binding constraint, then simply means that is giving us the infinite many solution. Okay, fine. Right, that means if I say the objective function is z max is equal to 3x plus 2y, and we are having one more equation, 3x plus 2y less than equal to, let us suppose 6, and x plus y is less than equal to let us suppose 3, right? So from here I can see clearly say it's an infinite many solution. आप इसको solve भी कर सकते हैं, check it, and this you have to understand from the concept. Okay, चलो ठीक है, कोई नहीं. In case of simplex problem, when all the elements of the replacement ratio, अगर theta की value is either negative or infinity, what do you mean by this? If the replacement ratio value is either negative or infinite, what we is having infinite solution, unbounded solution, no solution, or unique solution? Definitely we know that whenever the replacement ratio is all the values are having either negative or infinite, or the combination of negative and infinity, we can say these kind of solution we call it as unbounded solution. Very good. इस type के solutions को बोलते हैं unbounded solutions. Perfect है. Very good. चलिए next question. Okay, a question from Queuing model. At a self-service center, cashier can serve 10 customer in 5 minutes. And what's the service rate? That is 10 by 5. That is 2 customer per minute. You are serving 10 customer in 5 minutes. That simply means 2 customers we are serving in a minute. On an average, 15 customer arrive after every 10 minutes. So arrival rate is equal to 1.5 customer per minute. Okay, so they are saying that what is the probability that the cashier will be idle? So you have to calculate what? Rho या 1 minus rho? Cashier would be idle, matlab there is no customer in the system. That means the probability of 0 customer, that is 1 minus rho. So rho is equal to how much? Lambda by mu, that is 1.5 by 2.75. So 1 minus 0.75, that is 0.25. That means 25% will be the probability that our server will be idle. Okay, 25% is the chances that you will be having the server will be idle. Okay, done. Option A is the correct answer. चलिए next question on the screen. 95. बस सेंचुरी करने वाले guys. Century करने वाले. Maintenance facility has a poison arrival rate, the negative exponential, and operates on first come first serve queuing discipline. The breakdown occurs on an average of 4 per day. Breakdowns occurs मतलब that is an arrival rate, है ना? Arrival rate is equal to 4 per day, right? And the maintenance crew can serve on an average of 8 machines per day. The service rate is 8 per day, right? Now they're saying that what's the mean waiting time for 1 second. For an item to be served. For an item to be served, so that means they're asking the waiting time of the queue. Waiting time of the queue, right? So to calculate waiting time of the queue, you can use Little's law, है ना? आप Little's law लगा सकते हैं. Very good. So rho is equal to lambda by mu, that is 4 by 8, that is 1 by 2. Now what is the value of length of the queue? Length of the queue is equal to rho square upon 1 minus rho. That is 1 upon 2 का whole square upon 1 minus 1 upon 2. That is simply 1 by 2. चलिए LQ आ गया. And according to Little's law, the waiting time of the queue is equal to LQ by lambda. This is 1 by 2 divided by lambda is कितना? Lambda है 4. So this is 1 upon 8 day. ठीक है, आपको 1/8 of the day रुकना पड़ेगा. Option A is the correct answer. 1/8 of the day you have to wait. Okay, fine. In the queue. क्यू में, क्योंकि दे आर क्लियरली सेइंग waiting time for an item before getting service, मतलब आपको क्यू में खड़ा रहना पड़ेगा. That is what they are talking about. Okay, option A is the correct answer. Very good. चलो 96th. A project consists of 5 activities A, B, C, D, E, and the standard deviation is given. What is the standard deviation of the entire project? We know that the standard deviation of the project is always equal to under root of summation of the variance along the critical path, right? But हमें पता है यहाँ पे सारे के सारे critical path पे होंगे because they have not mentioned about the critical activities. So we can simply say there is nothing but 2 square plus 3 square plus 1 square plus 6 square plus 2 square. That is equal to under root of 4 plus 9 plus 1 plus 36 plus 4. तो ये कितना हुआ? 40, 50, root of 54. Root of 54 मतलब approximately 7.2. Option D. भाई 49 है ना? 49 वो होगा perfect root 7, तो 7 से थोड़ा ज्यादा. Option D is the correct answer. Okay, चलिए next 97th question on the screen. Consider the following statement regarding various costs associated with the project. For any project, direct costs will be increased when the project duration is reduced. Is this correct? Is statement 1 correct? अगर मैं कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट में उसका प्रोजेक्ट ड्यूरेशन इफ आई ट्राई टू डिक्रीज द डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट इज इंक्रीज, दैट इज एक्चुअली दैट इज वी कॉल इट एज क्रैशिंग. उसी को बोलते हैं हम लोग क्रैशिंग. अगर मैं इफ आई एम ट्राइंग टू डिक्रीज द प्रोजेक्ट ड्यूरेशन, द डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट विल डेफिनेटली गोना इंक्रीज. स्टेटमेंट नंबर 1 इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. इनडायरेक्ट कॉस्ट इंक्रीजेस विद द इंक्रीज इन द प्रोजेक्ट ड्यूरेशन. ऑब्वियसली इनडायरेक्ट कॉस्ट होता क्या है? व्हाट इज इनडायरेक्ट कॉस्ट? दैट इज द पर डे कॉस्ट. Indirect cost usually we are defining per day basis. Okay, so if you are increasing the project duration, indirect cost आपका बढ़ेगा. अगर मान लीजिए we are having 100 rupees per day, earlier we were completing in 10 days, right? So 1000 rupees, now we are completing in 15 days, so it will be 1500 rupees. So definitely statement 2 is also correct. चलो, crashing of a network decreases the direct cost. भाई उल्टा है. crashing करने से आपका direct cost increase होता है. This is incorrect. crashing of the network increases indirect cost. उल्टा लिखा है इन्होंने. 3 and 4 are incorrect. So option A, 1 and 2 and only 1 and 2 only is the correct answer, right? 1 and 2 only is the correct answer. Chaliye next question, question number 98 on the screen. Break even point, the total cost estimation at break even point, what is the total cost? What is the total cost? It is greater than that of the sales. It is equal to sales. We know that the total cost will be exactly equal to sales because there is no profit, zero profit, no profit, no loss condition. Okay, so obviously it is equal to the total sale revenue. Option C. Very good, very good. Chale, next question is slightly interesting. The slope of a profit to volume graph is contribution margin, profit to volume ratio, margin of the sales, or contribution. Slope of profit to volume क्या होता है? Slope of profit to volume, sir, we can say S is equal to your fixed price plus your variable cost plus profit, है ना? ठीक है. So I can say that profit is equal to small s minus v into x minus f. राइट? मार्जिन ऑफ सेल होता है, बिल्कुल सही, मार्जिन ऑफ सेल ही मार्जिन ऑफ सेल बोलते हैं पक्का. प्रॉफिट टू वॉल्यूम, चलो एक काम करते हैं, लेट अस डिफरेंशिएट. नाउ टेल मी, इज द फिक्स कॉस्ट विल बी चेंजिंग अकॉर्डिंग टू वॉल्यूम रेशियो? अगर मैं फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट को इफ आई एम ट्राइंग टू डिफरेंशिएट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्स, will it be having any changes? Fixed price, is there any change in the fixed price with respect to the volume of sales, volume of production, जिसको हम लोग x से denote करते हैं? How we can plot? It will be a horizontal line, है ना, वो change नहीं होता. So let us try to differentiate del p by del x. This is s minus v. This is equal to 0. What is s minus v? s minus v को तो हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? Contribution. इसी को तो बोलते हैं contribution. The rate of change of profit with respect to the volume S minus V, that we call it as contribution. Option D is the correct answer. Okay, margin of sales तो ये होता है. Margin of sales is basically if you are having this is your sales, this is your this one, this is your break even point. ठीक है, ये आपका break even point है. I'm manufacturing at some value, let's say X. तो यहाँ पर जो आपने additional we can say factor of safety लिया, that is your margin of safety. Margin of safety. ओके, क्लियर? चलिए लास्ट क्वेश्चन गाइस, लास्ट क्वेश्चन है तो जल्दी से बताइए इसका आंसर. द मोस्ट इजीएस्ट, EOQ इज टेकन एट द पॉइंट वेयर द कॉस्ट ऑफ कैरिंग इक्वल्स टू द कॉस्ट ऑफ. EOQ पे, इकोनॉमिक ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी पे, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग क्विकली सर? at EOQ can we say the total holding cost will be exactly equal to the total ordering cost? यही तो होता है ना? और यहाँ पे ऑर्डरिंग कॉस्ट, कॉस्ट ऑफ कैरिंग कॉस्ट इज एग्जैक्टली इक्वल टू द ऑर्डरिंग द मटेरियल. सो दैट मींस ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट आंसर. ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट आंसर, राइट? मटेरियल नहीं, सेफ्टी स्टॉक नहीं, हाँ, ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट आंसर. चलिए, सो दीज आर द टॉप 100 क्वेश्चंस दैट वी हैव डिस्कस्ड from 11 AM onwards. तो definitely I hope so. I have bit थोड़ा सा मैं accelerate किया so as to कम समय में lot many questions need to be covered. Okay, so this is it from my side. I hope you all enjoyed, and this is you. If you are not having the e-books for GATE preparation, in the description will be the link where you can download, and free GATE workshops के लिए the description is the link, right? चलिए. राइट, सो संडे का फंडा, सुपर सैटरडे आर द डिफरेंट फ्री वीडियोस जो हर सैटरडे और हर संडे आप लोगों के लिए स्पेशली आता है. ओके, फाइन. सो थैंक यू गाइस फॉर ज्वाइनिंग विथ मी. आई होप यू ऑल एंजॉयड, राइट? सो अब मिलते हैं अगले सेशन में, एंड टिल देन प्लीज डू लाइक दिस वीडियो, प्लीज डू शेयर दिस वीडियो टू ऑल ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स सो दैट every single student will be getting benefited from this. Thank you guys, bye bye, take care. This is Suraj Gopi signing off from BYJU'S Exam Prep. Thank you, bye bye, take care.